just, get him back at the NHL level, and then see where it takes in the off season. He's still got to get bigger and stronger. He's still young, but you look at a young blue line that got even younger with Korchinski's addition. I'm excited to see how he plays in his own end of the ice against a really good team that makes it hard on defensemen.
Yeah, the tough thing about Korchinski last year too is he was too good for the WHL, but probably a little bit overwhelmed in the NHL. But he was ineligible for the AHL, so they kind of had to work through the NHL, the ups and downs with him, and then obviously the off-ice stuff happens, and it was probably a lot.
Yeah, the hindsight of the whole thing was probably should have gone back to juniors and just enjoyed it, had fun, play well, and then have the opportunity to bring him up at the right time. But they didn't have that option, as you said, just because of the rules, which is weird because Lefshinov is in a position where, as a 19-year-old, he could play in the American Hockey League. As a 19-year-old last year, Korchinski couldn't play. Or was it 18-year-old last year? 18?
Lefshinov?
No, Korchinski last year.
Yeah, Korchinski last year, I think he started the year at 18, then turned 19.
But he could, like you say, he couldn't play in the American Hockey League because of the rules, the way they are. And I think they have to make an adjustment, I think, with that rule.
I think we're going to see more people go from juniors to play college hockey and then go to the NHL. So, with the rule change that has been happening lately, it's confusing to me, but it sounds like there are going to be a lot of junior guys that, if they're ineligible to play in the AHL, they'll go play a year in college, then take the next step, because then they can play against a little bit of older men.
Yeah, it's going to be real interesting to see what happens moving forward with that new rule, where you don't have that hindrance as a junior player that if you play games at that junior level, that you can't play in the NCAA. The NIL took all that away, and now there's the transfer portal and everything. Teams in the NCAA are still trying to figure out how this is going to work out. The junior teams are trying to figure out how it works out. The tier 2 level below that, which a lot of good elite players stayed at that level so they could keep their college eligibility. Well, now they don't have to. So what's going to happen to that league? It's just got to play out.
Yeah. Power play quarterback number 1, Artem Lefshinov. Power play quarterback number 2, Kevin Korchinski. 19 years old, 20 years old. I mean, this feels like the future. I know Sam Renzel is expected to be coming soon for Chicago, and so I don't know.
Have you heard he's coming?
Yeah, he's expected to come.
He has said he's coming?
He hasn't publicly said that yet, but
so you got an inside scoop?
Yeah, similar to you having an inside scoop with Lefshinov. We're both insiders today. I had to put the insider hat back on for this, but
I know nothing.
But with hypothetically, with Renzel going to be part of the fold as well.
How old is he? 16?
Would you say 16?
I don't know. These guys are getting younger all the time.
No, Renzel actually, I think is kind of ahead of the curve. Maybe 21, I think he is. But I think the fun part about it is Lefshinov's going to be quarterback in the top power play in this game, and then Korchinski is the power play quarterback of the second unit. This is a glimpse of the future for the Blackhawks. Both of those guys are in the roles that they should be or are expected to be in the long run.
Renzel is 20 years of age.
20 years. I think he turn 21 shortly, right?
At the end of June.
End of June. Okay. So we'll go into next year.
Yeah, but I mean, my goodness, I mean, you are going to get a good look at what the future is going to be. And I don't know who's going to play where, who's going to be on what power play, but with Renzel and Korchinski and Lefshinov, I mean, you've got 3 amazing talents, and how it all sorts out to go along with guys like Vlasic, Del Mastro, Nolan Allen. I mean, they've got a wealth of young defensemen, and they're going to have to figure out. They probably can't keep them all. I don't know. At some point, and so we'll see what happens. But I'm excited to see Renzel if he's coming, which would be great. Oliver Moore, as you said, maybe he follows suit as well and comes up. And I was one of those guys that, ended up coming at the end of the season, and then I played one game because we ended up went all the way to the NCAA final, and so I came after that. So I know what these guys are going through. It's not an easy decision to come out of school. Most guys love playing where they're at. Minnesota, I was at North Dakota. but it's an opportunity that, you've worked for your whole life. And if the timing is right and it's what you feel is best for you, then you make that decision and you don't look back, because you can't look back once you make that decision. So it's a tough decision, and it's something that I'm sure that family-wise, everybody kind of gets involved, and personally, individually, you have to make that decision and feel comfortable with it moving forward. But, you're talking about the future of the blue line here that we're going to see maybe in the next few games. It's bright, it's great, and this is what Kyle Davidson has been building on. And, it's still a few years in the process of where they're going to be. But at the same time, you just love to see the youth in the lineup here that is going to be here for a long time.
It's funny that Alex Vlasic is the second oldest on the back end for the Blackhawks.
I think Connor Murphy has played more games individually than double the amount of all the other guys that are going to be in the lineup on the blue line tonight. Pretty incredible.
That is unbelievable. All right, the Blackhawks and Golden Knights it's going to get underway on the other side of the break. John Weideman and Troy Murray have the call coming up next. You're listening to Blackhawks Hockey on 720 WGN.
What do the Blackhawks and United Airlines have in common? The next generation has arrived, and the future looks bright. New planes are joining the United Airlines fleet every week, decked out with Bluetooth connectivity, screens and power at every seat, and bigger overhead bins to fit everyone's carry-on. Book your next trip on the United app or United.com today. United Airlines, proud to be the official airline of the Chicago Blackhawks.
Whether it's a plumbing emergency or just a simple repair like a clogged toilet, Plumbers 911 is your source for the best licensed plumbers. Every plumber has background checks, insurance, and 10,000 hours of training. When you call 1-833-PLUM-911, you'll be connected with one of Chicagoland's most trusted contractors, like Mendel Plumbing in St. Charles. Wherever you are, a Plumbers 911 contractor is always close by. Call 1-833-PLUM-911. Plumbers 911, where they do it right the first time.
We don't just plan a private event, we create one-of-a-kind private dining experiences you'll never forget. This isn't the back room of a restaurant you've been to before. It's the next level of private dining and corporate events. At the Captain's Room, we set the stage for truly bespoke and unforgettable gatherings. Whether it's an intimate dinner with family and friends, a corporate event to celebrate your business's success, or a curated wine experience, we deliver 5-star hospitality, the way it's supposed to be. Every detail carefully noted, nothing overlooked. The finest in private dining, filling the gap in what's been missing in Chicago's fine dining scene. A wide-open chef-led show kitchen, a sommelier-curated wine vault, a space designed to exceed your expectations. It's Chicago's worst-kept secret. Very private, very exclusive, and all yours for the evening. Just minutes from Oak Brook Mall. Book your experience at captainsroom.com. The Captain's Room. Never settle.
Elvis Presley, Jerry Lee Lewis, Carl Perkins, and Johnny Cash. Paramount's $1 Million Quartet. It's the show that broke box office records. Now through June. Tickets at ParamountAurora.com.
Chicago, the city of big shoulders, the city of champions, a city full of hard-working, gritty, blue-collar people.
Hello, Chicago!
Chicago, a city meant for hockey.
Chicago. Left Shanoff, Thibodeau, left wing corner. Whips it on goal, he score! Connor Bedard totally surprised Joey DeCord. He scored! Vlasic firing from the left point. This may have been tipped in front. Bertuzzi tipped it past the cord.
It's time, people. Chicago Blackhawks hockey starts now. Welcome the Chicago Blackhawks radio broadcast team, Troy Murray and John Weideman.
The Chicago Blackhawks roll the dice against Vegas tonight in search of a home win against one of the power teams in the NHL's Western Conference. The Golden Knights' last visit to the United Center saw them drop a 5-3 decision to the Hawks in a seesaw type of a game. And tonight's outcome is anybody's guess, but goals might well be plentiful. Hi again, everyone. John Weideman along with Troy Murray and Charlie Ronelli-Otis. We want to welcome you into our broadcast this evening. It's the Blackhawks and the Vegas Golden Knights from here at the United Center. Troy, little Friday night hockey for the good folks that are listening and are down here with us. And that last part of my statement, goals might be plentiful. Hard to believe that in 2 games between these two teams, each team has racked up 10 goals.
and a win for each one. It just makes you wonder about how this game could unroll, especially with Vegas now trying to focus on getting into that mode of playing playoff hockey. And I think a game like tonight against the Blackhawks would be a good start. The Hawks would like to ruin those plans.
Yeah, they're playing really good right now. Bruce Cassidy, the head coach of Vegas, likes the way that this team is trending here in the last little while. They've won 4 in a row. It's a good hockey team. And I don't know why people aren't even talking about Vegas right now as a cup contender. They are going to be a hard out. There's no doubt about it. They're a good team. They're a well-balanced team. Their defense is big. They play a heavy game. They're a very disciplined team, the least penalized team in the NHL, but that doesn't mean they're not physical. So this is going to be, again, a really good challenge. I think in that game in Vegas where they ended up being down, was it 5-1 or 6-1?
5-1.
After the first period, Vegas kind of checked out after that, and the Blackhawks are able to get back into it. I don't think that's going to happen here, so you better be ready to play this game. Vegas is on a roll here. They had a couple days to have some fun in Chicago here after their win in Minnesota, so they're going to be ready. Hawks better be as well.
A couple of days to have some fun along with some great weather, so lucky for them.
Yeah.
I want to mention one other thing before we proceed. Vegas comes in with a top power play in the National Hockey League. The Blackhawks penalty kill has been very respectable this year, but Vegas is very good on the power play. They're the best road power play as well. So the Hawks have got to be careful with the discipline and not taking the dumb penalties.
Yeah, you're not going to get many opportunities against Vegas. I mean, they're just a well-disciplined team. And so you got to be careful that you don't take penalties. You mentioned their number one power play, and they've got 3 of the they're 3 for 6 against the Hawks so far in the first 2 games. So 50% against the Hawks. You better stay out of the box. And the Blackhawks penalty killing was doing really good, but last game ended up the Devils were 2 for 2 in that game. Some quick strikes as well.
All right, Who's Going to Deliver is sponsored by Mitsubishi Electric Heating and Air Conditioning. Electric heat pumps for a better environment inside and out. Visit getacomfyhome.com. And as the boys hit the ice, I'll tell you that I'm selecting Tyler Bertuzzi. Bert's been on a little bit of a roll here of late. 3 goals in his last 5 games, including a couple of power play goals. He's got 2 goals and an assist in the series so far against Vegas. He's my guy. Keys for tonight's game are sponsored by your Chicago and Northwest Indiana Hyundai dealers. Troy's got your keys.
Yeah, thanks, John. The first key is the Blackhawks need to be ready for a heavy game. Board battles, front of the net. It's a Vegas team that plays the game the right way, and they play it hard. Second key is the gap control. The defense for Vegas are active. Once they get in the offensive zone, there's a lot of motion, so make sure that you have your head on a swivel, but make sure that you've got numbers through the neutral zone to defend a good rush team. And the third key is protecting the house. Didn't do a very good job of that against the Devils. Too many opportunities for the Devils to go right to the front of the net and make it just miserable on Spencer Knight.
All right, Troy, time to find out who you're banking on tonight. Sponsored by Marquette Bank. Love where you bank, celebrating 80 years of neighborhood banking.
Well, I'm going to go with Korchinski. He's back up here, and he's been playing well down in Rockford. He's going to get an opportunity here to show how well he has played down there. So I'm going to bank on Kevin Korchinski.
I like the selection. Well, the stage has been set. The teams are lining up on their respective blue lines as I speak. We'll have hockey momentarily. The Blackhawks and the Pacific Division leading Vegas Golden Knights. Last meeting of this season between these two teams. And if you will, the rubber match. Team that wins tonight wins the season series. Right now, we're going to send it down to ice level as tonight's presentation of our national anthem is proudly sponsored by G's R Plumbing, a proud partner of Plumbers 911. And as always, we go down to the red carpet and we join the best in the business, Mr. Jim Cornelison, standing on the red carpet along with some very special guests from our military. Hawks fans, please enjoy our national anthem.
Bill Osman, as well as all the members of our first responders community and military, both home and abroad. As organist Kerry Marcotte and soloist Jim Cornelison perform our national anthem.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's light what so proudly we hailed, and the twilight's last gleaming whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. For the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare of the bursting in air came through the night, that our flag was still there. Oh, sailors that star-spangled banner yet wave, for the land of the free and the home of the
Nobody finer than Jim Cornelissen with our Star-Spangled Banner. Well, here are tonight's starting lineups, sponsored by the Mid-America Carpenters Regional Council. Strong alone, unstoppable together. For the Vegas Golden Knights, it's going to be Aiden Hill in goal. Big goaltender. When he gets hot, he's almost impossible to beat. He's 1-0-1 in his career against the Blackhawks. At defense for the Golden Knights are Zach Whitecloud and Noah Hannafin. Up front from left to right, Tanner Pearson starts at left wing. Centering the Golden Knights opening line, Brett Howden. Starting at the right wing is Tegan Colasar. And for the Blackhawks, starting in goal, Spencer Knight. He's 1-2-0 against Vegas in his career. At defense are Connor Murphy and Wyatt Kaiser. Up front from left to right, Captain Nick Foligno starts at left wing. Centering the Hawks opening line is Joe Valeno. And starting at the right wing is Landon Slaggert. Referees this evening are John McIsaac and Jordan Samuel Thomas. Handling the line, Scott Cherry and Tommy Hughes. Got it all in just before the horn. How about it? Well, this crowd seems enthused. Let's see if the boys follow suit. Down to center ice we go. The drop of the puck. This one's underway, and Vegas controls. Hannafin just inside the Vegas blue line will send the puck over to the right wing side to Whitecloud, who spins the puck ahead to Tanner Pearson. He'll clear it down behind the Hawk net. Connor Murphy takes a hit there, but clears the puck away, but the Golden Knights get it back. At the left point, Tanner Pearson sticks the puck down behind the Hawk net. And a good play by Kaiser to lift the stick of Howden, take the puck away, move it to the near boards, and then escape with the puck and put it back in behind the Hawk net to Murphy. He fell down, but leaves the puck behind the net. And a wide open Wyatt Kaiser holding. The Vegas Golden Knights going for a line change. Kaiser carrying to center ice. Will lift the puck clear down into the left wing corner Vegas zone and then scurry to the bench on a change. Puck lays behind the Vegas net. Frank Nazar racing in to get it. Nazar for the right circle. Moving it around through the high slot intended for Artyom Levshunov. But Jack Eichel of the Golden Knights reaching in, pokes the puck into the right wing corner Hawk zone. Levshunov to get it. Lost the puck in the left wing corner. Mark Stone put it behind the net to Eichel. He centers the puck. This is picked off by Tyler Bertuzzi. He'll gain center ice and one hand the puck to the right wing corner in the Vegas zone. Shea Theodore then coughed it up. Teuvo Teravainen fed the slot. Nazar fires, and down is Aiden Hill with a butterfly save. Some good work by that line, comprised of Teravainen with Bertuzzi and Nazar, who got the attempt.
Yeah, Sorensen has mixed up some of his line combinations, and now you've got Bertuzzi playing with Teravainen on the wings, and that's usually been Mikheyev and Teravainen. Now you get him playing, and he's playing well again. Goals in 2 straight games, 4 points, 7 points, I should say, last 5 games for Bertuzzi. He's gone hot, cold, and he's on a roll right now. And that was a real nice effort by him to get the puck in deep and then get in on the forecheck and create an opportunity because of the pressure.
Well, the Golden Knights get this draw, and it's slung to center ice by Caden Korzak. Now back in the Hawk zone. Alex Vlasic between the circles, put it over to Artyom Levshunov. Hands it ahead for Ilya Mikheyev at the Vegas line on the right wing, and he redirects the puck down the boards behind the net. But Nick Hague spins it around up the near side to center ice. William Karlsson over the center ice circle. Slaps the puck off the boards into the Hawk zone. Alex Vlasic backing up in front of the net will take it there. Put it over to Levshunov. Moving up the right wing side. He shot a pass ahead for Mikheyev at the Vegas line. He deflects it down beside the net. And goaltender Aiden Hill will clear off the left boards to center ice. Welcome back to the lineup, Kevin Korchinski, who accepts a pass from Ethan Del Mastro. Then sent the puck over to Del Mastro. And from the right wing side of the Hawk zone, he shot a pass ahead intended for Kurashev. It's over his stick and down and on Hill, who directs the puck into the far corner. And Haig, the defenseman for the Vegas Golden Knights, will clear it down ice behind the Hawk net. Korchinski moves it around to the left wing side. Kurashev Hawk line. Spins it ahead for Lucas Reichel into the Vegas zone, but the puck taken away by Hannafin, who clears ahead at center ice up the left wing. Riley Smith will dump the puck down into the Hawk zone, and we get a whistle and a stoppage in play. This play is going to be whistled down on an offside. So 17:30 left in period number 1. Scoreless. Glad to have you along here for some Friday night hockey.
All reviews in tonight's game are sponsored by Northwestern Medicine, with more nationally ranked specialties than any other hospital in Illinois by U.S. News and World Report. The teams at Northwestern Medicine offer second opinions for the toughest conditions.
Now Howden and Valeno step in to face off. Valeno tossed out of there. It's over the center ice face-off dot. And Howden wins this draw now from Nick Foligno. Back into the Vegas zone to White Cloud. Passing over to Hannafin. Vegas line left wing. He'll stick it down in behind the Hawk net off a deflection. Hawks get it back and clear their end. Foligno to center ice in the right wing. One hands the puck into the Vegas zone. Valeno now fights for possession along the half boards and got it. Tried to center the puck. Picked off by the Golden Knights. And Hannafin with a pass up the left wing. Tanner Pearson center ice. Took it over the Hawk blue line. Gave it to Howden from the left wing boards. He sends the puck down toward the Hawk net. Directed away with a stick save by Knight. In the near corner, Wyatt Kaiser. Little bank pass off the end boards over to Murphy in the far corner. Gave it to Kaiser between the circles. Back to Murphy, top of the far circle, Hawk end. Then back to Kaiser, left wing side. Bank pass ahead to Teravainen at center ice on the left wing. He deflects it down the boards into the Vegas zone. Jack Eichel, the hottest Golden Knight, back to get the puck. Put it ahead up the right wing. And it's taken there by Ivan Barbashev. And now he'll clear it back into the Vegas zone, and the Golden Knights will regroup. Shea Theodore playing only a second game after the 14-game absence from the injury he sustained in the Four Nations face-off. Sends the puck along the near boards into the Hawk zone. Levshunov there. Little bank pass up that same side. And again, Theodore stepping up will poke it back into the Hawk zone. Levshunov will give it another try. Ahead to Teravainen at center ice. He bats the puck into the Vegas zone. And now Theodore kicks the puck to the left wing boards in the Vegas end, and he'll grab the puck and start from there. Bank pass behind the net. Braden McNabb near corner. Leading shot blocker for the Golden Knights. Passes up the right wing side into the Hawk zone. Alex Vlasic takes a bump, shovels the puck behind the net to Korchinski. Moves it out to the line, taken away by Riley Smith. Back into the Hawk zone left circle with a toe drag and a shot that misses the net. And a shot from the right wing side by Korzak never got through to the net. Vlasic tries to poke it out. Smith took the puck away, left wing corner. Fed it left circle for William Karlsson. It's off his stick. Connor Bedard now behind the back pass up the left wing to Donato center ice. He stops short of the Vegas blue line. Flips it back across the rink for Ilya Mikheyev. But Nick Haig of the Golden Knights took the puck away and sends a tumbling puck into the Hawk zone. Korchinski settling it down, put it to Del Mastro. Head up the right side, Bedard. Then to Donato through center ice over the Vegas line. A snapshot goes wide of the net. Hits the end boards, and Hill will plop on it with a glove to the left of the net and hold it. No score, 15:04 left in period 1.
Really only one good scoring opportunity, and that was from Nazar early on. 2 shots for the Hawks, none for Vegas so far through the first 5 minutes. Early Blackhawks goal, Marquette Bank is donating $80 to a local charity to celebrate 80 years of neighborhood banking and giving back to the community.
Ordinarily for these games in March or February, maybe even January, I would tell everybody driving down if you're a little bit late to exercise caution. I'm going to do that anyway, but at least you've got some beautiful weather to drive in. Man, it was just beautiful today. Little windy, but very nice. Seems like spring has sprung. White Cloud at center ice on the right wing side for Vegas. Drives the puck down the boards into the Hawk zone. Around it goes. And Brandon Saad gave the puck away. Kurashev for the Hawks pokes it to center ice. Now back in the Vegas zone. White Cloud along the right side boards. Goes rink wide with the pass. Hannafin over the Hawk line left wing. Drops it off the side. He'll fire from the high slot. That's into the glove of Spencer Knight. He'll hold the puck for a whistle and a face-off in the circle to his right in the Hawk zone.
Kind of a weird season for Brandon Saad was with the St. Louis Blues. didn't like what was going on there. Cleared waivers. Nobody picked him up. He decided that he was better off going to a different team. They nullified his contract, signed with Vegas, and he's been doing okay here. He's got 12 goals on the season. He's got long hair now. Grandson, the man child.
Yeah.
Now 32 years of age. Where's the time gone?
His dad, George, is just a great man. Got to know him on one of the father's trips. And his brother was quite a hockey player, too. Played college hockey for Penn State. Inside the Golden Knights zone at the left point. Landon Slaggert flips it behind the Vegas net. Nick Foligno guides it to the left wing corner. Back to Slaggert. Back to Foligno behind the net. Winds it around to Murphy along the right side boards. Put the puck into the right wing corner again for Foligno. But this is taken back by the Golden Knights. Howden, who clears to center ice. And Connor Murphy flips it back into the Hawk zone to Wyatt Kaiser. Teams making line changes now. Murphy, an outlet pass up the left wing at center ice. Teravainen guides it off the left side boards deep into the Vegas zone. Caden Korzak avoids Frank Nazar. Passes up the right wing. Mark Stone at center ice. He goes rink wide with a pass to Eichel. Eichel along the left side boards was met by Tyler Bertuzzi and coughed up the puck. Nazar back to center. Will dump it off the right corner boards Vegas zone, and it bounces in front of the net. And as Nazar tried to get to the puck, his stick was all tied up by that of Mark Stone. Eichel sends it down ice, Hawk zone in front of the net. Barbashev fires, and a nice save made with a glove from Knight. Nazar back into the Vegas zone, down the left wing, cuts in front, fires, and it just went wide. Looked like he caught a slash. Nazar put it high slot, Vlasic to Bertuzzi along the left sideboards. Bertuzzi then lost the puck and then took it back. Bertuzzi in the left wing corner, carrying behind the Vegas net, fighting off a check. Bertuzzi to the right wing corner, spins it back in behind the left wing corner. Nazar was a little late getting there. But then Teravainen took it back to Bertuzzi behind the net. Put it out to Levshun right point. Playing in his 9th NHL game. Still looking for his first NHL goal. He put the puck down to the corner Vegas zone. Bertuzzi now has it back. And this deflects into his pass deflects into the Vegas crease. And Hill will plop on it with a glove and hold it. No score. Hawks and Vegas Golden Knights with 12:42 left in period number 1. This is Blackhawks hockey on 720 WGN.
The Mid-America Carpenters Regional Council represents 52,000 hardworking professional men and women across Illinois, Missouri, Kansas, and eastern Iowa who earn the construction industry's best wages and benefits. Their professionally trained and highly skilled members are the elite workforces behind the industrial, commercial, and residential projects you see in your state every day. They build lifelong careers that offer life-changing opportunities. Build your future now. Learn more today at carpentersunion.org. That's carpentersunion.org.
After the end of a good fight, you deserve an ice-cold reward. Modelo is the mark of a fighter. You've earned this rich golden lager with a crisp, refreshing taste. Because you know, the bigger the fight, the better the reward. You put in the hours, the energy, the tough labor. You are a fighter, and Modelo is your reward. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. Drink responsibly. Beer imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
What does a good deal taste like with McValue at McDonald's? It tastes like the $6 daily double meal deal. The one and only daily double. 2 juicy beef patties inside a warm bun with melty cheese and shredded lettuce. Oh, and golden small world famous fries. And a crispy 4-piece chicken McNuggets. And an ice cold small soft drink of your choice. That's right, a full-on satisfy your cravings meal without breaking the bank. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal.
Your radio home for the Hawks, Cats, and the NFL, WGN. Now back to the game.
All of tonight's Blackhawks insurance goals are sponsored by GetCoveredIllinois.gov. Find out if you qualify for a special enrollment period through the ACA Marketplace. John Weideman, Troy Murray, Charlie Rinaldi-Otis here at the United Center. Shots on goal, low total so far, and that's a good thing for the Hawks. They need to play better defensively. They have been so far, and they've been hustled. They've gotten some good forechecks so far.
Well, the draw in the Vegas zone to the left of Hill, and the Golden Knights claim the puck. Theodore with a pass up the left wing at center ice. This is Victor Olofsson dumping it down the boards behind the Hawk net. Knight spins it up the left wing side. Mikheyev sent it rink wide. Donato into the Vegas zone. Lost the puck as McNabb was able to poke it free, but then Mikheyev took it back on the left sideboards and centered. It's taken back by McNabb. The Carlson at center ice to Smith over the Hawk line to Olofsson, and he'll fire from the top of the right circle. It looked like that Spencer Knight got the shaft of his goal stick on that, deflecting it out of play. That's how I saw it anyway. No score.
Yeah, they opened up an opportunity, and good shot in. Goes off the butt end of the stick.
Yeah.
Of Spencer Knight. And that looked like it was labeled for the top corner. Sometimes you get lucky with your goaltender and just catches that top end of your stick. And that's exactly what happened on that last play.
Which some goaltenders used to have a great big wad around the top on the butt end. I guess it was for poke checking purposes so that they wouldn't lose their goal stick. But that would seem awfully cumbersome to me if I had to do that. Good thing I never have. Inside the Vegas zone along the left sideboards, Reichel will fire a shot that hit the side of the Golden Knights net. Borzak to the puck, moving to the left wing boards. Put it between the circles to Haig. Thanks a pass off the right boards for Dorofeev. It's over his stick and down behind the Hawk net. Murphy being chased down by Saad. Passing it ahead to Reichel, turned it over in the high slot. Pavel Dorofeev has the puck. Dorofeev got free and then chased by Kaiser to the right point. Kaiser with some dogged work, pokes it to center ice. Maroon's got it. Over the Vegas line, left wing with some room. The Big Red moving in front with the backhand. Oh, what a save made by Hill, but what a play by Maroon.
I don't know if it even got to Hill. This might have hit the skate of Khrushchev, who was standing in front of the net there. The Big Rig makes a little toe drag, goes to the backhand. Great job by Kaiser, though, to strip the puck away from Dorofeev. And then you get another look at this.
You're right.
Little toe drag. And as he shoots it, it goes off the skate. Maybe it's the defender in front of the net. It goes off the skate, I think, of Nick Haig, who was standing in front of the net. What a move there by Patrick Maroon.
He's a big man. He's got some soft hands.
He's got some really good hands, I'll tell you.
Really does. All right, Golden Knights quickly go for a line change. Hawks get the puck back in their end. Levshunov carrying to center ice. Giving it to Donato. Breaks into the Vegas zone. Gave it to Bedard, right circle. Bedard to the right wing corner. Slings it off the side of the Vegas net. Puck bounces out, and Howden will now clear to center ice. Howden over the Hawk line, stopping at the right point. Lost the puck to Vlasic. Put it up ice. Here's Bedard into the Vegas zone. Caught by Hannafin. Hannafin then skewers the puck free, and it's poked to center ice by Pearson. Tanner Pearson on the right wing side. Crossing the Hawk blue line, runs into Vlasic, who pushes Pearson off the puck, then poke checks it away. White Cloud took it back near the right point. Down to Pearson behind the net. Pearson tried to feed the puck in front. Good play there by Vlasic to turn his skate sideways to block the pass. And Knight will claim the puck under his glove in the paint of the crease and hold it. So no score, 10:29 left in period one.
Oh, they've defended well. You know, the one thing that the Hawks have done a very good job at here is meeting the pressure of Vegas through the neutral zone. Talked about one of the keys is gap control. They've been really good. They've been tight up there. They're not allowing Vegas to enter the zone. Once they do, Vegas very difficult to defend against. Their defense jump in. They're all over the place, very active.
We got another look at that.
It goes off the skate of Brandon Saad, who was back on the back check against Khrushchev.
Wow. All right. Back in the Hawk zone. Eichel behind the net. He's been hot lately. I mentioned that. I'll get to his statistics here momentarily. Now near the top of the right circle. Barbashev to Eichel along the right sideboard. Swings it down to the corner. Barbashev hit by Murphy. Murphy reaching around Barbashev. Poke checks the puck free up the left wing side. Then Nazar pokes the puck to center ice. But the Golden Knights get it back. Eichel sends Stone down the right wing of the Hawk zone. Caught by Kaiser in the corner. And then Stone lost the puck. Kaiser took it away. Spins it up the left wing side to Teravainen. He'll drop it back down in behind the Hawk net. Wyatt Kaiser there. Winds it over to Murphy. Hawk line right wing side. Gains center ice. Ran into Stone. Lost the puck over the center ice circle. Barbashev back into the Hawk zone near the right point. Fed it to the high slot. Murphy with a poke check deflects the puck to center ice, and William Karlsson will grab it for the Golden Knights. And from in front of the Hawks bench, he drives the puck down the boards into the Hawk zone. Ends up behind the net. And Riley Smith gave it to Karlsson, who's centered. This ends up on the line to Haig. To Smith along the left boards. Tried to get it to Olofsson at the top of the left wing circle. Joe Veleno broke that up. Leaves the puck along the right boards to Kaiser. Head to Nick Foligno, and he'll backhand it to center ice in front of the Hawks bench. There's Landon Slaggert with some diligent work on Haig, forcing the puck back into the Vegas zone. We have 9:05 left in period number 1. No score, Hawks and Golden Knights. Glad you could join Troy Murray, Charlie, and myself for Chicago Blackhawks hockey. Riley Smith in the Hawk zone along the left side. Fires a tough angle shot. Chest save made by Knight. Hawks clear therein. Foligno on the right wing side of center ice. Shot it across the rink, intended for Joe Veleno. So this banks down into the Vegas zone, and White Cloud will put it into the far corner to Hannafin. To Carlson, to Hannafin at center, over the Hawk line on the left wing. He got by Del Mastro, but Del Mastro reached around him and poke checked the puck free. Then moved it to center ice. Here's Patrick Maroon into the Vegas zone at the right point. Stripped of the puck by Brandon Saad. Flips it back to White Cloud. White Cloud on the right side of center ice. Flips the puck into the Hawk zone. Reichel reaching in for the Hawks. Pokes it free to the far corner. Put it up the boards. Taken away by Nicholas Waugh. Now put it top of the right circle. There to get it Dorofeev. He'll spin the puck behind the Hawk net to the left wing corner, where Del Mastro wipes Saad off the puck, and the Hawks get it back. Quick pass by Kevin Korchinski ahead for Lucas Reichel. Is off his stick, short of the center ice red stripe, and the puck goes all the way down, and icing is the call.
Blackhawk fans, next season marks 100 years of hockey in Chicago, and full and half-season ticket plans are on sale right now. Experience the rivalries, the celebrations, and the unforgettable moments that will define this milestone season. You don't want to miss this. Secure your seat today at blackhawks.com/membership.
Now Reichel will face off against Jack Eichel. And Eichel's face-off win percentage is below 50%.
And you look at Spencer Knight in his positioning there. He's not facing the face-off dot. He's facing the shooter behind Jack Eichel. A little bit different approach to what you normally do in a face-off if you're a goaltender. Normally you're facing right towards the dot.
Now Maroon from the Vegas blue line drives a shot wide of the net. Hawks go for a line change. Theodore back the other way to center ice. Hands it off now into the Hawk zone. This is taken away by Nazar. He'll poke a pass off the left wing boards. This deflects down ice and right off the side of the post to the Vegas end, but icing is still going to be called. Down to 7:36 left in period number 1. Faceoff comes down in the circle to the left of Spencer Knight.
Oh, Levshunov, 19 years of age, couple assists. He was -2 in the last game against the Devils. Yeah, but he played over 24 minutes in that game. That was a team high for Levshunov, and they're going to let him play. They're going to let him figure out this game. They're not going to hide him.
He's averaging over 21 minutes.
Yeah, I know, that's crazy.
For a rookie defenseman in his now 9th game in the NHL. Teravainen in the Vegas zone tried to get a shot away. It was blocked. Mark Stone takes the puck, Vegas line right wing. Sent it rink wide for Eichel. Into the Hawk zone to the left wing corner. Turns into Bertuzzi, lost the puck. Bertuzzi poke checks it ahead to Nazar at center ice up the right wing, front of the benches. He'll stick it down the glass in behind the Vegas net. Hawks will go for a line change. Keegan Colasar, who had a pair of goals against the Hawks in Vegas in the last game, passing back into the Vegas zone. Now Caden Korczak with the puck, moving to center ice up the right wing. Dumps it off the inboards Hawk zone. Spencer Knight plays it in the near corner. Korchinski to Bedard, passing to center ice now. Donato over the Vegas line, right circle, pulls up, fires, blocked by Haig. Donato took it back near the right point. Put it over to Bedard beside the left circle, sent it across. Was intended for Donato. Tanner Pearson took it away. And then Pearson is tripped, but moves the puck out to center ice. Colasar will chip it off the boards to the Hawk blue line. Korchinski caught that in his skates, settles it down with his stick in the circle to Knight's left, then passes up the left wing to Donato at center ice. This is off his stick. Carlson breaking back into the Hawk zone. Will fire from the top of the right circle, and that goes wide. And Karam's out to center ice, and the Golden Knights get the puck back at their blue line. White Cloud, lead pass for Carlson into the Hawk zone. Had it bumped off his stick with a poke check from Korchinski. As Slaggert clears to center ice, and then Riley Smith whacks it back down toward the Hawk net. Spencer Knight guides the puck over to the far side boards to Ethan Del Mastro. Del Mastro outlets up the left wing. Nick Foligno at center ice, front of the penalty boxes. Hands it for Veleno, then to Slaggert into the Vegas zone, but the whistle blows on a hand pass called against the Hawks. 5:40 left in period number 1. No score, Hawks and Golden Knights. This is Blackhawks hockey on 720 WGN.
The Blackhawks, Wildcats, and the NFL play here on AM 720. On smart speakers, say play WGN Chicago.
Got an older wrecked car taking up space in your driveway or garage? Get cash in a flash from Global Auto Recycling and Repair. They'll take that unwanted car off your hands today. Family owned and operated, Global Auto has been serving Chicagoland for over 60 years, and they'll give you cash in a flash to take away that old junk car, even if it's no longer running. Call 847-608-4700 for Global Auto Recycling and Repair and get cash in a flash.
Hi, this is Dave Musial, owner of Four Seasons Heating, Air Conditioning, Plumbing, and Electric, with our biggest sale ever. Furnaces from $39 a month. Furnace and air conditioning combos from $59 a month, plus 72 months interest-free financing and up to a $4,000 system rebate. Four Seasons guaranteed to beat any competitor's price by up to $1,000 guaranteed. So call today for your free in-home estimate and same-day installation.
For all the right reasons, call 866-4 Seasons.
Marquette Bank has been Chicagoland's neighborhood bank for 80 years. 80 years is a long time. When you bank with Marquette Bank, you matter. After 80 years, we've learned that helping people like you make smarter financial decisions helps our neighborhoods grow and thrive. When you bank with Marquette Bank, good things happen for you and your neighborhood. Marquette Bank, love where you bank. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender, NMLS number 462926.
Hey, Chris Chelios here. It's time to break out the Bandito. El Bandito Yankee Tequila. So smooth, it's criminal. Break out the Bandito, baby.
Score a limited edition player pin giveaway of Nick Foligno this Sunday, March 30th, presented by United Airlines. It's only available here at the game, so grab your tickets now at blackhawks.com/tickets. Face-off will be at center ice, and it'll be Joe Valeno up against William Karlsson. He's only played, this is his 43rd game this season, kind of been banged up.
Valeno wins this draw against Vegas' best face-off man. Hawks get possession. Kaiser firing ahead for Slager, who deflects the puck into the Vegas zone, but the Golden Knights take the puck back at their blue line. Theodore passing it ahead to Olofsson into the Hawk zone on the left wing side. He'll stick the puck down behind the net. Kaiser tried to spin it out, taken away by Olofsson. Drops the puck at the right point. Theodore sweeps it down behind the Hawk net to Karlsson. He's given a taste of the boards there by Murphy. Puck taken away by Riley Smith. Put it out to the left point to McNabb. To the left circle, Olofsson to Karlsson now, left wing corner. Tried to fire a tough angle shot. Murphy blocked that with the skates. Then slips the puck away to the far boards. And a battle ensues between McNabb of the Golden Knights and Nick Foligno of the Hawks. Puck comes free to Smith, and then Foligno reaching in, knocked it away. Hawks get possession. Kaiser between the circles, pulls out the 8-iron, sticks the puck down ice into the Vegas zone. Foligno beat everybody to the dots to negate the icing. Foligno put it to the left wing corner to Slager. Wraps the puck around Foligno on the right wing boards to Levchin off top of the right circle of Vlasic, top of the left. He fires, and this tumbles just wide on a deflection, and Nick Foligno was mugged in front of the Vegas net. He's back on his feet as the play goes back up ice into the Hawk zone. Dorofeev pulls the puck from center ice into the Hawk zone, and the play is whistled on the offside. No score with 4:21 left in period number one here at the United Center. This is Blackhawks hockey on 720 WGN.
With the enhanced engine performance and fuel economy of newly reformulated Tri-Clean gas from Citgo, you're good to go. But good to go where? Exotic bird shopping? To your Tuesday night bowling league?
Woo! That's a turkeys.
Good to go try your luck at bingo.
G32. Bingo!
Good to go to a lumberjack competition.
I'm going to move my car.
New top-tier Tri-Clean gas from Citgo. The most advanced fuel we've ever made. Now you're good to go.
What's up, Blackhawks fans? Enjoying the game should be easy, so don't overthink it. What to wear? Done. Just toss on your lucky jersey. Don't know what to serve your friends? Easy. Pick up some pizza from your go-to and grab some Bud Light to stock your fridge. See, it's that easy. Just like Bud Light, which is always brewed with 4 simple ingredients for a clean Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. 21 plus. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Mom, I need to lay low for a few days.
Lay low? What's going on?
I only paid for this Hyundai Tucson.
Christopher Allen Lynch.
Deal's so right, it almost feels wrong. Get the car or SUV you want at the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Lease the Hyundai Tucson for $259 a month or get $2,250 bonus cash. Visit your local Hyundai dealer today. Offers end March 31st. Call 224-661-0068 for details.
Hey Hawks fans, this is Connor Murphy. Let's get back to John and Troy on 720 WGN.
Blackhawks fans, winter clearance deals continue. Score 25% off all CCM products, including hats, outerwear, and much more. Shop now at Blackhawks stores and online at cbhshop.com. But hurry, the sale ends tonight. Right in front of the Hawks bench, it'll be the Four Seasons Heating, Air Conditioning, Plumbing, and Electric Face-Off. For all the right reasons, call 866-4Seasons.
The draw deflects back into the Hawk zone. Kevin Korchinski's got it for the Hawks. Waves it up the left wing side to center ice to Donato. He'll redirect the puck down into the Vegas zone. Some good work by Mikheyev to take it away from Hannafin. To Bedard in the right wing corner. He tried to center the puck. Hannafin picked it off. Sticks the puck off the left side glass and down into the Hawk zone. And icing is going to be the call. Puck actually rolled up on end and went all the way down. And so faceoff comes back in the Vegas zone. This will be in the circle to Hill's right.
Hawks have won 7 of the 12 draws so far. Donato, a left-hander, is going to step in. Korchinski paired up with Del Mastro. Del Mastro, a left-handed defenseman, playing the offside.
Now the draw won by Donato to Bedard along the right boards. He tried to hand it back to the point. Dorofeev picked it off for the Golden Knights and flipped it back into the Hawks zone, but a hustling play by Mikheyev to get it. Now here's a breakaway for Donato on the Vegas line down the slide. Shoots and scores! On his second attempt, Ryan Donato flips it in behind Aiden Hill. Hawks take the lead with 3:45 left in period number 1. The Hawks leading goal scorer, Ryan Donato, bangs number 26 on the season.
What a pass by Del Mastro. And a great back check by Mikheyev. Mikheyev back checks. Korchinski kind of pins his man along the boards. Mikheyev is there in support in the Blackhawks end of the ice. He passes it across to Del Mastro. Donato had slipped down after taking the faceoff in the corner, so he saw that Del Mastro was going to get possession of this puck. He stayed at the far blue line, cut across, and a perfect strike from Del Mastro right onto the tape of Donato. His first shot was stopped. The rebound was right there, and he hammered that one in. Time to break out the Bandito. Celebrate every goal this season with El Bandito. Yankee Tequila. Hawks up 1-0.
Now the Golden Knights counter, and a shot from the left wing circle in the Hawk zone off of Caden Korzak's stick is gloved by Spencer Knight. So whistle will stop play. Face-off will be in the Hawk zone to Knight's right. And there we get another look at it on the video board in front of us there. So good job by the Hawks to keep the Golden Knights at bay. They were looking for a quick response to that goal. Off the draw, Hawks get control. Nazar, quick pass up the right wing side at center ice. Bertuzzi got the puck into the Vegas zone, but it was in his skates, and now he got it back along the right boards to Nazar on the slot. He'll fire, and that's over the net. Loose puck to the right side boards. Teravainen to Vlasic, left point to Levshunov. Now Levshunov at the right point, tried to give it back to Nazar. Picked off by Stone of the Golden Knights. He flips the puck all the way down to the inboards, Hawk zone. Jack Eichel in to get it. Centers the puck, picked off now by Bertuzzi at the Hawk blue line. Bertuzzi to center ice, flips it across the rink. Nazar over the Golden Knights line, left wing side to Teravainen left point, flips it through the air in front of the net. This is taken away by Theodore of the Golden Knights. Now Barbashev now to Stone over the center ice circle. And the Golden Knights captain will dump the puck to the right wing corner Hawk zone. Kaiser is pulled off the puck by Eichel of the Golden Knights. A pass now from Reichel ahead for Kurashev, misses and goes down on Hill. The Golden Knights keeper will stick it out to center ice, and then Pearson lost the puck back into the Hawk zone. Kurashev dropping it off along the right side. Kaiser slings it ahead, intended for Maroon over the center ice circle, but it's well over his stick and all the way down, and icing is the call. Hawks won, Golden Knights no score with 2:20 left in period 1.
Fourth line for the Hawks out there with Reichel in the middle. Kurashev. Well, I think in the last couple games, he picked up a couple assists in the first game back from a lengthy, healthy scratch out of the lineup. I think he's played well here the last couple of games. And big Patty Maroon, who's finishing off his NHL career.
I like the fact that he's playing these games. You know, he's not just taking them off, letting somebody else play. I like the fact that he's going to finish. It's kind of cool. Here's Maroon with the puck in the left wing corner. Spins it down behind the Golden Knights net off Reichel's stick. Murphy along the right boards. Put it back behind the net. Into the left wing corner, Maroon. Sends it left point, Kaiser. He slings a shot toward the net. That goes wide. Murphy pinching from the right points to the half boards to keep the play alive. To Kurashev. He pokes the puck down to the corner. But Haig took it away for the Golden Knights. Passing up the left wing, Pearson. To Howden over the hot blue line. Knocked down with a big body check by Wyatt Kaiser. And the collision leaves the puck in behind the Hawk net. Kaiser slinks in to get it. He avoids a hit from Howden, the guy he hit. Moving the puck to center ice now. Foligno at the Golden Knights line will clear it down to the corner in the Vegas end. Horzak, actually White Cloud, moving the puck ahead. William Karlsson breaking down the right wing side into the Hawk zone from the corner, fires a shot, hit the side of the net, and the puck ricochets back down ice into the Vegas zone. Hannafin back to get it, leveled into the glass by Valeno. Foligno to the loose puck along the left boards. Drops it back, Korchinski fires from the left point. The glove save made by Aiden Hill. He'll hold on to it there with 1:05 left on the clock for period number 1. And the Hawks with a 1-0 lead.
Face-off will be to the right-hand side of the big Aiden Hill. He's probably pretty happy. He signed a recent 6-year extension with Vegas. Hang around and enjoy the gambling atmosphere for a bunch of more years. To his right, it'll be the Four Seasons Heating, Air Conditioning, Plumbing, and Electric face-off for all the right reasons. Call 866-4 Seasons.
Well, I'm no expert, but I think Aiden Hill is an underrated good goaltender. And playoff time, I think he's going to be a real asset for Vegas. Off the draw, Hawks control off the draw. They'll master a right point. Put it down to Mikheyev along the right side board. Spins it down behind the Vegas net to Donato. Leaves it in front. It nearly deflected back into the Vegas net, but it goes to the end boards. Dorofeev in the near corner. Fighting off a couple of checks. Will carry behind the Vegas net. Put the puck over to McNabb. And now ahead to center ice to Wah. To the right wing side to Dorofeev. He's checked by Connor Bedard as he dumps the puck into the Hawks zone. The Hawks take it back. Del Mastro, nice little backhand saucer pass ahead to Donato over the Vegas line. Drops it along the left boards to Bedard. He'll backhand it behind the net to the right wing side to Levshunov. Spins the puck in behind the Vegas net. McNabb took it away. Tried to clear. Levshunov now has it back at the right point and fires. This is blocked by Wah. And a penalty coming up here to the Hawks as Levshunov got in the way of Wah. He is going to be assessed an interference minor, and the Golden Knights' number 1 power play in the league will get to work.
You know, there's just a little bit of a learning lesson there for Levshunov. He's at the point there. He's the last guy.
2 minutes for interference.
That puck has just got to go back down the boards in deep. He tries to throw it to the front of the net, and he was shooting it right into the pads of Tanner Pearson. And then he had to haul the Vegas player down. He's kind of looking around thinking, did I get the penalty or not? Yeah, you are. So Vegas takes their number 1 ranked power play into action here. The tail end of the first period, only 13 seconds to go here. So big face-off for Foligno going up against Eichel after Karlsson gets kicked out.
Foligno wins this draw. Knight grabs the puck beside the Hawk net. Sweeps it around but not out. Dorothea from the right point. Sends the puck into the right wing circle. Stone then lost the bouncing puck to the Hawks' Teuvo Teravainen, who clears it down, and there's the horn, ending play in period number 1. So the Golden Knights will open up the second period with 1 minute and 48 seconds of power play time with which to work, but trailing the Blackhawks 1-0. And the shots on goal favoring the Blackhawks 6-5. Another low shots on goal total, but the boys did what they needed to do. I think they heard your orders here, Troy.
Yeah, I really like the focus that they had in their own end of the ice. They really didn't give Vegas a whole lot, but Vegas is a good team, and they're not going away. So expect more from them and a clean sheet of ice with their power play to start the second period. I really liked what I saw from the Hawks defensively. They weren't giving up the front of the net. They weren't giving up the slot area. They were defending, and most of the time when they had opportunities to get the puck out of the zone, they did so. So that's really good as far as their puck management. That was a little bit suspect in the last game.
Well, I mentioned your keys. I think one that to me really kind of stands. Well, you mentioned the gap control and the defense in front of the net, but they were ready for a heavy game. Vegas only brought 7 hits to the period. They out-hit the Hawks 7-4, but that didn't seem to bother the Hawks.
It's not really the hits. It's winning the battles. I mean, Vegas is a big, heavy team. They got big forwards. They got big defense. So you're going to have to be prepared to pay the price when you go in offensively. You're going to have to pay the price to get to the front of the net. But it's not necessarily being run out of the building. It's just the heavy battles that Vegas tends to win, and they wear you down. They're a lot like the Florida Panthers in that regard. That, you know, Florida, I think, is more of an aggressive type of a team, but a heavy team. And Vegas just plays the game the right way, and they play it heavy.
Well, their second period numbers are pretty good. The Blackhawks have unfortunately lost a number of games this season because of their second period play. We'll see how the second period turns out. But right now we're going to go downstairs and join our guest, and we're very happy to have as our intermission guest, Blackhawks defenseman Connor Murphy. And Connor, you know, happy birthday, first of all, belated, because that was the other night. But you look around yourself and you're seeing all these kids that Troy was talking about it in our open, that collectively they don't even have half as many NHL games as you do. I mean, that's got to be kind of a weird feeling seeing all that youth around you.
A little bit, especially when you're used to some of the veteran we had to start the year, just a quick turnover. But it's excitement for the talent that they have and the moments they're able to play in. And for some of them, when they don't have a veteran partner or anything, it can be harder to steady things down, but they seem to be holding their own pretty well.
So where does that give you as far as your role as not only as a player, but also as a mentor to some of these young guys?
I think sometimes you just got to gauge the temperature a little more than you usually would. It can get tough, especially some of these games we've gone south with mistakes and goals against. The coaches are trying to correct everything, and I think as a teammate, it's important to just be there for each other and calm guys down and have conversations and keep the morale going as pairs and as a group of defensemen.
Did the coaching staff rely on you to help out in what they need to do with these young guys?
I think it's a group effort. I think no matter how long you've been in the league, you have a lot to learn. And throughout the year, you have reminders that coaches are giving you. And that's why I enjoy it. I like the development process. And throughout the season, there's always fundamentals and there's always new things to learn and grow your game. So I think it definitely goes any way, whatever player you are, you're going to keep learning from it.
You guys had a good period defensively in the first 20 minutes, only 5 shots a goal against a team that has been red hot as of late. What were you guys doing better in this first period than the last time you played these guys?
Yeah, I think we're sound in covering the middle. And then when you have forwards coming back and tracking and clogging up neutral zone and the middle of the ice when they come on our end, it limits their ability to get guys up late and then their ability to get to our net and get those extra rebounds and chances.
Well, Connor, you haven't even played a full season, but you lead the team in block shots, and your leadership back on the blue line is unquestioned. Thanks for joining us here in the intermission, man. Go get it.
Appreciate it, guys. All right, I'll see you.
You bet. Connor Murphy, our guest, Blackhawks defenseman. 1-0 Hawks after one period here at the United Center, and Charlie Romeliotis is standing by. He'll have a full intermission report over in Blackhawk Central. Then second period action will follow along. Friday night hockey here at the UC. Going the Hawks' way so far. They lead 1-0 after one. This is Blackhawks hockey on 720 WGN.
Lost your health insurance? You might be eligible for a special enrollment period on the Get Covered Illinois Marketplace. Get Covered Illinois navigators are ready to help you enroll in a quality, affordable health plan with essential benefits to cover prescription drugs, hospitalizations, maternity care, and much more. You might even qualify for financial help. Go to getcoveredillinois.gov. Your health coverage starts here.
Heart surgery is no one's dream of retirement. I'm Beverly, and at 79, my cardiology team at Northwestern Medicine worked together to identify and replace a diseased valve in my heart without open heart surgery. Even better, I would be back on my feet in just days.
With access to the top heart and vascular program in Illinois by U.S. News and World Report for 17 years, the nurses, cardiac surgeons, and cardiologists at Northwestern Medicine's Central DuPage Hospital are experts in non-surgical options for patients with aortic valve disease like Beverly. Using a catheter, her team inserted her new valve, then inflated a small balloon to secure it in place. Almost immediately, blood flow was restored.
Thanks to my wonderful team, I'm enjoying the retirement I had always dreamed of.
Because what makes us better makes you better. Northwestern Medicine. Learn more at nm.org/better.
Style at every turn and power for every drive. Your new Porsche awaits at the Porsche Exchange in Highland Park. Stop in today to browse and test drive the latest models, including the all-new 2025 Porsche Macan 4 Electric with its impressive 402 horsepower. And right now, qualifying leasees can receive up to $12,500 in electric vehicle rebates. Find style, power, and your new Porsche today. Shop electric Porsche models and more by visiting the Porsche Exchange in Highland Park or PorscheExchange.com.
Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey, the original triple distilled, triple blended, and triple cask matured Irish whiskey. When it's game time, it's Tully time.
100 years in the making, one season to witness it all. Blackhawks full and half season ticket plans are on sale now for next season at blackhawks.com/membership. Be there as the Blackhawks celebrate a century of hockey in Chicago, honoring the moments that built this historic franchise and looking ahead to the future. With the Blackhawks membership, you get more of what matters, more unforgettable moments, more can't-miss moments, unforgettable memories, more can't-miss moments, and more Blackhawks hockey. Don't miss this milestone season. Secure your seat in Blackhawks history today at blackhawks.com/membership.
Intermission?
Intermission already? It's time for an intermission update. Here's Charlie Rebelliotis.
It is intermission already here at the United Center. The Blackhawks are up 1-0 on the Vegas Golden Knights. A pretty low shot total through 20 minutes so far, 6-5 in favor of Chicago. And I think one of those was from the Chicago's own end. So a low scoring, low checking kind of game here in Chicago through 20 minutes of action. The Blackhawks were plus 160 to score the first goal of the hockey game. Those odds are according to Circa Sports Illinois. Download your new bookie today at circasports.com. Let's get to some scores around the NHL, and we start in Florida, where the defending Stanley Cup Panthers had Brad Marchand making his team debut for Florida. He was acquired from Boston on trade deadline day, but has been injured since March 1st. He made his debut today. There's 3.5 minutes left in the third period. It's a 1-1 tie against the Utah Hockey Club. The Florida Panthers are up 26-14 in the shots on goal department. The Carolina Hurricanes are up 3-1 on the Montreal Canadiens with 10 minutes left in the third. Taylor Hall has scored his 5th goal in 3 games for the Hurricanes, who also got back Andrei Svechnikov in the lineup after missing 7 games with an upper body injury. The Vancouver Canucks are up 5-4 in Columbus against the Blue Jackets with 10 minutes left in the third period. The Canucks scored 3 goals in the first period, and now they're looking to cling on to a victory in Columbus. And finally, the Winnipeg Jets are up 2-0 late in the second period on the New Jersey Devils. The Winnipeg Jets can move into sole possession of first in the entire NHL with 2 points in this game. And then lastly, the New York Rangers are in Anaheim tonight to take on the Ducks as the Rangers are trying to hunt down the Montreal Canadiens in the Eastern Conference playoff race. Elsewhere in sports, some Sweet 16 action. Michigan State is leading Ole Miss 67-65 late in the second half. And Tennessee is up 58-45 on Kentucky in the second. And later tonight, we got Michigan, Auburn, and Purdue versus Houston. And finally, over in Major League Baseball, later tonight, the Cubs are on the road at the Diamondbacks. Meanwhile, here at the UC, Hawks are up 1-0 on the Vegas Golden Knights. We'll take a quick break. You're listening to Blackhawks Hockey on 720 WGN.
Hey, Blackhawks fans. This is Alex Vlasic, and you're listening to WGN Radio.
Hi, it's Lou Manfredini. Chicago's weather changes as often as line changes in a hockey game. Beat Chicago's weather extremes with new fiberglass windows from the Gilkey Window Company. Gilkey is Chicago's only family-owned direct-to-consumer manufacturer who make, in my opinion, the best fiberglass windows and patio doors, independently verified as one of the most energy-efficient windows in America. For beautiful windows ready for any weather, choose fiberglass or choose vinyl. Just be sure to choose Gilkey. Go to Gilkey.com.
When you're betting and find yourself constantly thinking about gambling and you're losing more money than you have, are you really winning? If you're spending too much time with the slots or you can't stop betting on sports and you find yourself feeling overwhelmed, maybe lying, and probably losing more money than you can afford to lose, you're not alone and you can get help. It's available 24/7 and it's confidential. When your betting has gotten out of hand, call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.areyourreallywinning.com. Sponsored by the Illinois Department of Human Services.
Grandview buys homes, and if you have a loved one's home that you need to sell, Grandview will make that process simple, fast, and stress-free. Grandview Homes will give you a no-obligation fair cash offer in as little as 24 hours. Whether it's your home, a loved one's home, a rental, a vacant, or a second home, we buy all homes completely as is. No repairs whatsoever. Take just the belongings you wish to keep and leave the stress and the mess to us. Sell your home as is today. GrandviewHomes.com.
The professionals at Plumbers 911 Chicago are ready to answer your call. They'll get your plumbing job done right the first time. Their phones are open 24/7, 1-833-PLUM-911.
Back here at the United Center where the Blackhawks are up 1-0 on the Vegas Golden Knights. Shots on goal 6-5 in favor of Chicago. The much different period than the last time the Blackhawks were in Vegas. They gave up 5 first-period goals and found themselves down 5-1 the last time Chicago was in Vegas, which was last month. Hawks find themselves up 1-0 here as I bring in Troy Murray. Hello, Troy again. Hello. Much different first period than the last time these two teams met.
Yep.
Yeah, much better.
You heard Connor. I mean, Vegas comes at you hard, and they're a well-structured team. Bruce Cassidy is a very good coach, and he likes the way that the team is playing. I like the way the Hawks played in that first period. They really didn't give Vegas a whole lot of offensive zone time. They killed plays quickly. They had numbers coming back to defend for the majority of that first 20 minutes. But that's only 20 minutes. They got to continue to do that. I mean, 5 shots on goal against, that's a pretty decent job, and only 5 other shot attempts. So Vegas didn't spend a whole lot of time in the offensive zone. Blackhawks puck management much better. Their puck battles, I would say, won over half of them in that period. So an excellent start to this game.
That stretch pass by Ethan Del Mastro was a thing of beauty on Ryan Donato's.
Yeah, but it all started. Korchinski did a nice job of standing up his man, coming down the right wing side. Mikheyev was tracking back to help out. He gets the puck and he has the awareness. He knows that Del Mastro on the other side of the ice is wide open, so he fires it across there. Donato had kind of lost his balance because the play happened off a face-off in the Vegas end of the ice. So Donato was late getting out of the zone. He saw that the play started to develop. He cut right across the blue line, and Del Mastro hit him right in stride. I mean, a perfect passing lane, and they executed it perfectly. And those are the things I talk about, the execution. That was a stretch pass that was perfect. Tape to tape. Donato goes in. Denied on the first shot, but the rebound came right back to him, and he hammered it in.
I mean, no surprise. His second and third efforts this year, I mean, he had 4 shot attempts in that first period, 2 of them on net. It just seems like he peppers anything to the net, and he gets those rebound chances of his own shots.
And that's why he's got 26 goals on the season. Yeah. He shoots the puck, and, you sit there, and you guys, everybody wants to make that fancy play, and you even watch them in practice when they have 3-on-2s, 2-on-1s. There's so many guys that try to make a fancy little saucer pass 2-on-1. You're not going to do that in a game. Don't do it in practice. He doesn't do it in the game. He comes down there, and the defenseman takes away the other guy on the 2-on-1 because that's what he's supposed to do, not allow that pass. You give the shooter to the goaltender, and if that shot is available, you got to take it. And in practice, Donato shoots it. In the game, he shoots it. And sometimes you're going, boy, he should have passed that puck. But there's a reason why he's getting these opportunities, these second chances, because he's putting the pucks at the net.
Yeah, and he rarely misses the net. They always hit the net.
He's pretty good that way.
Yeah. All right, Blackhawks are up 1-0 through 20 minutes of play. We'll have the second period action coming up next right here on 720 WGN.
College basketball's biggest tournament is here. Bet like a pro. Circa Sports Illinois offers high limits, tight money line splits, and real competitive odds. Sports betting the way it should be. It's easy with the world's largest sports book at your fingertips. You can bet on the favorites to win or go for the long shot to score big with an upset. It's March, so you never know. Fast deposits, quick payouts, nonstop action. Download the Circa Sports app today. I use it. I love it. I know you will too. Circa Sports Illinois, sports betting the way it should be.
Property managers and GCs use FinishingChicago.com's contractors for finishes and protective coatings in the most iconic venues, interior spaces, and essential infrastructure. Our painters apply industry-leading commercial and industrial finishes inside and out, so your biggest assets always put their best square footage forward. FinishingChicago.com has your free list of painting, wall covering, glass systems, drywall finishing, and signage contractors. For a great finish, start with FinishingChicago.com.
For 140 years, the Salvation Army has been in Chicago through good times and tough times. With so much uncertainty in the world, we want you to know they're not going anywhere. That's why Sutton Ford and the Matson Auto Mall is assisting the Salvation Army to do the most good. It's their goal to offer a hand up, not just a hand out, to struggling families. More than ever, the Salvation Army needs your help. Please go to salarmychicago.org. Help us make a difference tonight.
Searching for a financial partner that truly has your best interest at heart? Join KCT Credit Union, where they're more than just a bank. They're a not-for-profit financial cooperative. KCT members are owners, meaning profits go back to you in the form of lower loan rates, higher savings rates, and fewer fees. Experience personalized service that puts you first. KCT Credit Union, now a division of Consumers Credit Union. Visit kctcu.org. Federally insured by the NCUA.
For breaking legal news on the hottest issues, tune into Legal Face-Off on WGNradio.com, hosted by Rich Lenkoff and Tina Martini, and brought to you by McCorkle Litigation Services.
The second period is next.
The second period.
Here for a recap is Charlie Remeliotis.
Back here at the United Center where the Blackhawks and Golden Knights are on the ice for the start of the second period. It was Chicago that got on the board first thanks to Ryan Donato, scoring his 26th goal of the season.
Now here's a breakaway for Donato on the Vegas line down the side. Shoots and scores! On his second attempt, Ryan Donato puts it in behind Aiden Hill. Hawks take the lead with 3:45 left in period number one. The Hawks leading goal scorer, Ryan Donato, bangs number 26 on the season.
For every Blackhawks goal, Marquette Bank is donating $80 to a local charity to celebrate 80 years of neighborhood banking and giving back to the community. Donato 4 away from 30, John. I say he hits it.
I do too.
With 9.5 games left.
I do too, Charlie. I said it back when he hit 25. I said he's got 30. Heck yes. Back then, that was 12 games we had left. So.
And he might even get 60 points too. I think he hits both.
I think he gets that too. All right. I like the way you're thinking, Charlie. Hopefully the vibe will continue anyway. All right, Vegas on the power play to start period number two. Hawks have got to be extra special good on this PK. The drop of the puck and the Golden Knights get control. Hannafin at the Vegas line drops the puck down between the circles in the Las Vegas zone. Eichel with a quick pass up ice. Hannafin at center ice to Stone. He'll fire it down the right boards into the Hawk zone. Round the net to the near corner. Murphy works it back up the boards. Kept in at the left point by Hannafin. Down to Eichel along the half boards. To Hannafin left point to Carlson. Put it in front of the net for Stone. His stick was tied up by that of Vlasic. Murphy to the puck behind the net. He'll drive it around the right side boards and all the way down. The Hawks will change up their penalty killers, all four of them. Back behind the Vegas net. Hannafin carrying the puck out. Drops it off to Eichel. He'll skate it through center ice with speed over the Hawk line. Drops it off to Stone along the right boards. Sent it across the rink. Eichel's got it on the left half boards. Put the puck to Stone left wing corner to Eichel near the left wing corner. Sent it back to the left point. Picked off by Nazar, shorthanded. Ahead to Teravainen over the Vegas line. Left circle in front. Nazar shoots. Oh, that was turned out of there. Looked like Nazar's stick at the last second was pulled partially off the puck by Eichel.
Yeah, that was a real good back check by Jack Eichel there. He's a little bit gassed right now, but that was a great effort.
Pavel Dorofeev left circle tried to jam the puck in front. It ends up in behind. Now Teravainen in the near corner. To Del Mastro behind the net. The Kaiser in the far corner. Checked off the puck by Dorofeev. Takes it back for the Golden Knights. At the line, Hannafin now. To Riley Smith along the left wing boards to Hannafin. Then left point Smith into the deep slot. And a drive by Hannafin. Blocked in front. Kaiser swept it away to the far corner. 6 seconds on the Vegas power play. Barbashev now to Stone, right circle. Put it over left circle. Smith. Hawks at full strength. Stone in front of the net. Could not get a clean shot away. Good defense there by Kaiser and Teravainen. Now Theodore, top of the left circle, Hawk zone, shoots in and out of the glove of Knight. Loose puck to the near boards. Levshunov tries to clear it out. Puck bounces free, and now Del Mastro carries behind the net. He lost the puck in the far corner. Barbashev near the right point. Spins it over. Left wing circle. Theodore shoots. Glove save made by Spencer Knight. He made it look easy. He holds on to the biscuit. 17:46 left in the second period. It's the Hawks 1, the Golden Knights no score, an effective PK by the Hawks.
Blackhawks are back to full strength, sponsored by Northwestern Medicine Orthopedics on a relentless pursuit of better medicine. Yeah, that was a determined effort there. Wyatt Kaiser on the second half of this. He made 3 or 4 excellent defensive plays, and then Knight able to glove that one, settle things down. Blackhawks get a much-needed line change, and that is sponsored by Gilkey Windows, the best line of fiberglass windows and doors.
McNabb off the draw, firing from the left point. Over the Hawk net, Murphy with a lead pass ahead to Bedard at center ice. Crossing the Vegas line on the right wing side. Put it behind his back. Murphy from the right point will fire, and this time Hill will glove the puck out of the air and hold it. And we'll get a whistle and a face-off in the circle to Hill's left. So 6-6 shots on goal so far on each side.
Yeah, they only got 1 shot away on that man advantage. The Hawks did just an excellent job against the top-ranked power play in the NHL the other night. In a 5-1 win against the Wild, they were 1-for-1. Power play goals in 4 straight games for Vegas.
Now Theodore behind the Vegas net, passing up the right wing side. Keegan Colasar at center ice. Sent it across the rink in front of the penalty boxes. Stepping up there is Mikheyev. He'll chip the puck off the boards into the Vegas zone. And McNabb knocks it down with a high stick and then passes the puck back to his defense partner in the corner. That's Theodore. But as he passes the puck, the whistle blows. Puck knocked out of the air by a Vegas high stick.
Yeah, it'll be a face-off in the offensive zone for the Hawks, and it'll be the Four Seasons Heating, Air Conditioning, Plumbing, and Electric face-off for all the right reasons. Call 866-4 Seasons. The Hawks got the better of Vegas in the first period, winning 13 of 19.
Now the draw now circled to Hill's left, controlled by the Golden Knights. Korzak behind his net. With a bank pass up the right side, misses Dorofeev at center ice. Hawks take the puck back in their end. Kevin Korchinski along the left wing board. Spins a bank pass to center ice, picked off by Dorofeev now at the Vegas blue line. He'll drop it back to Nick Hague between the circles. Little pass up the left wing, Brandon Saad at center ice. Tried to kick it into the Hawk zone and did. Korchinski spins the puck up the right side, not out of the zone. Nick Waugh took it away. Then Waugh had it stripped off his stick by Maroon and Korchinski. And Korchinski clears to center ice front of the Hawks bench. Philip Kurashev battling there, along with Caden Korzak. Knocks the puck back deeper into the Vegas zone. Korzak will go back and get it. Head to Waugh, crossing the Hawk line. Drop pass taken away by Valeno. Lead pass now to Nazar at the Vegas blue line. The play is just offside.
Boy, who was that? Was that Stone who dove across the middle of the ice there to deflect that puck away? This was a golden opportunity for Nazar to get another opportunity to head in all alone. The good thing he's getting these opportunities. The bad thing is this season he hasn't really been able to capitalize on a lot of these. But he's going to figure it out. He had a partial breakaway in the first period. It was Stone who dove back in there. Real good defensive effort there by the captain of the Vegas Golden Knights, or Nazar would have been in all alone.
Stone driving the puck off the right side boards, down behind the Hawk net, circles in it to the left point. A shot there from Hannafin was blocked in front. Good play by Vlasic. Now in front of the net, the puck pulled out by Stone. He got away a shot, but it hit the side of the net. Hawks catch a break. Eichel left circle. So Barbashev in the slot. He'll fire a shot. He didn't get much on it. And this slides down into the crease where Spencer Knight will flop on it.
I got to figure out where Levshunov was on this play, because Vlasic was defending 2 guys in front of his net. He went all the way out to the blue line to finish his play. You can only go so far before you have to turn around and play the position. The big Vlasic was left all alone in front of the net, did an excellent job of defending.
Maybe Vlasic can get a hook and a fishing line and reel him in. Come back here. Well, now the Hawks get the puck in their end, and Bertuzzi will hand it out to center ice to Teravainen, who backhands the puck down the glass behind the Vegas net. White Cloud winds it around up the right side. Eichel, Vegas line, head to Barbashev into the Hawk zone, tried to put the puck through the feet of Levshunov. But Levshunov closed the door and knocked the puck away. Hanifin spins it down to the left wing corner. Levshunov there works the puck free up the boards. Bertuzzi's got it. Hawk blue line on the right wing side. Stepping ahead, he'll dump it down the boards in behind the Vegas net. Hawks in the midst of a wholesale line change. Now pass up ice to Riley Smith. Hawk line to Olafsson over the line. Top of the right wing circle. He whips it down behind the net. Taken away by Levshunov to Bedard on the right wing side. To Donato, to Mikheyev, breaking in the Vegas zone, and the puck rolled off the end of his stick, and the goaltender, Hill, had to dive out in front of his crease and swat that one, and it deflected up into the protected netting.
Another opportunity. Boy, the Blackhawks have kind of figured out a little bit what Vegas is doing. Their defense get up on the play, but if you're quick in transition and you make a couple of good passes, you're creating some real good looks for breakaway opportunities. And if Hill's not paying attention on this, Mikheyev is going to catch this puck about 20 feet outside the top of the faceoff circle, or the crease. Boy, he stretched out as far as he could, knocked that up into the netting.
Out the Vegas blue line. Puck taken by Olafsson. He clears to center ice. Carlson there. Sticks it down to the right wing corner Hawk zone. Kaiser ridden into the boards by Olafsson. Defends off the check. Moves the puck up the left wing side. Mikheyev got free through center. Over the Vegas line, left wing. To Donato, right circle. To the slot. A shot by Bedard. It's turned out of there.
Yeah, Bedard didn't get anything on that he wanted to on that shot.
Mikheyev put it back in front for Bedard. It's off his stick. Puck held in by Murphy at the line with a nice play, but lost the puck back to the Golden Knights. Olafsson into the Hawk zone left wing side. To Carlson left point. He sent the puck down to the corner. Del Mastro took it away for the Hawks. Put the puck behind the net to Murphy. He'll spoon it over to the near side to Ethan Del Mastro. Bank pass up the right wing side for Donato. Misses and goes down, and icing's going to be the call here against the Hawks.
Yeah, the Hawks have got a tired group of guys that need to get off on a line change here. Everybody has to kind of saunter back onto the ice. Nobody's in a hurry to get back into the face-off circle. Looks like it's going to be the left-hand side of Spencer Knight. Bedard looks like he's going to step in against Jack Eichel. Two righties going against one another. Eichel turns his hand over, so he's going right back to the point with this draw.
And wins it. Theodore right point. Steps into the high slot beside a check. Moves to the left circle and fires. And that had Murphy in front. And then he one-hands the puck up the left wing side, not out of the zone. Kept in by the Golden Knights. Barbashev in the right circle. To Eichel against the end boards. Pokes it around to the left point to Theodore. He coughed it up. Mikheyev's got it. He's got a breakaway. Through center ice over the Vegas line. Down the slot. Shoots. It's turned out of there by Hill with a butterfly save. Boy, how many times have we said Ilya Mikheyev has a breakaway this season? Stone into the Hawk zone. Drop pass high slot. Eichel back to Stone in front. He deflects it wide. Looked like Spencer Knight got a piece of it. Stone in the left wing corner. To Eichel left circle. To Barbashev. Shoots off the post. Loose puck into the far corner. White Cloud there. To Eichel back in the net. Now Levshunov poke checks it away, but right to Barbashev right corner. To Stone left circle. Whips it on goal. He scores. And the Golden Knights captain is tied the score at 1. The goal at 6:41 of period number 2. 1-1 the score.
I thought this first one might have caught the back bar, but didn't hear anything from the situation room saying this one in. And Spencer Knight just doesn't get ready to face this shot. Good job by Stone to surprise Knight with the quick shot. It looked like Spencer Knight was a little bit rattled after that shot went off the crossbar and out. He's looking up at the Jumbotron to see what kind of took place there. Now this one, he's just out of position, doesn't have his stick on the ice. His pads are kind of turned the wrong way, and Stone just realizes that the goaltender's struggling a little bit, and he just fires him right along the ice between the legs of Spencer Knight. 1-1.
Stone from Barbashev. 6:41 is the time. And for Stone, his 19th on the year. Back in the Hawk zone, Korchinski wraps the puck behind the net up the right wing side to Foligno. Hands it off to Joe Veleno coming by. He'll dump the puck to the right wing corner Vegas zone, then finishes his check on Korzak, who spins the puck around behind the net, down ice into the Hawk zone. Korchinski was shoved off the puck. Pearson got it to Korzak on the line. He fires, and a blocker save made by Spencer Knight. Loose puck in the near corner. Del Mastro winds it behind the Hawk net over to Kevin Korchinski. Passing up the left wing. Landon Slaggert at center ice. Caught that pass in his skate. Kicks it to his stick. Put it over the Vegas line for a moment, but the Golden Knights back the other way. Olofsson into the Hawk zone to Carlson. Right circle. Spins in front. Olofsson shoots. He scores. A conversion by Olofsson off that little backhanded saucer pass from William Carlson. And now Vegas assumes the lead at 2-1 with 12:26 left in period number 2.
Now here's a play where, Korchinski tries to step up in the neutral zone, doesn't get it, stumbles, falls down, and it's a 2-on-1 against Del Mastro. Just a real nice play. A little saucer pass across, and Olofsson finishes that one off. Not much Spencer Knight can do there. You just kind of hope that your goaltender can make a miraculous save to keep this one tied, but 2 quick goals, and this has been an issue for the Hawks all season long. The quick response after a goal scored, Vegas all of a sudden up 2-1.
The Golden Knights attack again. Riley Smith down the right wing into the Hawk zone will snap a shot from the circle. That's into the glove of Spencer Knight, and he'll hold it for the whistle. 12:15 left in the second here at the United Center. 2-1 in favor of Vegas. We'll be back right after this break. This is Blackhawks hockey on 720 WGN.
What do the Blackhawks and United Airlines have in common? The next generation has arrived, and the future looks bright. New planes are joining the United Airlines fleet every week, decked out with Bluetooth connectivity, screens and power at every seat, and bigger overhead bins to fit everyone's carry-on. Book your next trip on the United app or United.com today. United Airlines, proud to be the official airline of the Chicago Blackhawks.
The Blackhawks defend their home ice, but who defends yours? Since 1936, Culligan has been a trusted water expert, providing cleaner, safer, better-tasting water for Chicagoans like you. As the official water provider of the Blackhawks, Culligan proudly gives you the best water wherever you are, at home, at work, or roaring during the national anthem in the United Center. Enjoy water you can trust from an expert you can trust. Culligan, water you love.
International Union of Operating Engineers, Local 399, represents over 10,000 skilled maintenance workers in Illinois and Indiana. IUOE Local 399 members maintain commercial office buildings, hotels, hospitals, anything with 4 walls and a mechanical system. If you're a skilled maintenance worker interested in organizing your job site and building a better life for you and your family, call 312-372-9870, extension 5000. Public support of unions is at a historic high. Call 312-372-9870, extension 5000.
If it happens in Chicago, we know about it. The Lisa Dent Show. Weekdays 2 to 6. Now back to the game.
Blackhawks fans, catch all the action of a Blackhawks game with the Blackhawks beer pack presented by Modelo. Each ticket includes a food and beverage credit for 2 24-ounce draft beers. Visit Blackhawks.com/beer pack to get yours today. Eddie the Eagle Belfour in the building. Boy, what a competitive guy he was.
Oh, yeah.
Just an incredible athlete, triathlete, way back in the day when players just weren't into that kind of thing, but dedicated, competitiveness.
North Dakota guy.
Sure was. Yeah, one of the greatest goaltenders in the history of the game.
Love to tinker with cars, too. They say he could take a car apart in his front yard, go get lunch, and then put it all back together in the afternoon and drive it around town that evening. Here's Carlson behind the Hawk net, fed a pass up the slot. This misses everybody and goes all the way down into the Vegas zone. Aiden Hill plays the puck up the left wing side to Hannafin. His pass ahead for Riley Smith. Deflects into the left wing corner Hawk zone. Here's Connor Murphy with an outlet pass. Lucas Reichel, center ice. Dodges Stone. Pokes it ahead into the Vegas zone. Maroon to Reichel down the slot. Couldn't get a clean shot away. His stick was lifted off the puck. Maroon took the puck back in the right wing corner now. Leaving it there for Reichel. Bank pass to the right point to Levshinov. To Vlasic left point. Down to Nazar along the left sideboards. Falls down to one knee, but somehow retains possession of the puck, and then Stone strips it away. Stone passing to Barbashev over the Hawk line down the left wing. He put it down the slot for Eichel. It looked like Eichel caught a two-hander from Vlasic. No penalties called. Now Vlasic strips the puck away in the near corner, and he'll carry up the right wing side of center ice. Hands it off to Kurashev. Flings it off the boards deep into the Vegas zone behind the net. Theodore drops it in the near corner to McNabb. Put it up the left wing side to Eichel. He goes rink wide with a pass for Barbashev, but the pass rolls off his stick blade. The Hawks take it back. Teuvo Teravainen at center ice, crossing the Vegas line on the right wing. Drops the puck off to Nazar. Spins it around to the left point to Korchinski. To Teravainen left circle. Tried to drop it back to the point. This is picked off instead by Barbashev. He'll skate in front of his own bench, drop the puck in behind the Hawk net, and then get off on a change. Korchinski back to take it there. Passing up the left wing to Teravainen. Put it across Del Mastro. Whips a pass up the middle of the ice intended for Mikheyev, and icing's going to be the call as Mikheyev tried to get to the dots in front of all the Vegas players.
He might have been a little bit ahead there, but, again, you want to avoid those the collisions by chasing down an icing call, so I really don't mind it if it's close, that they call the icing, just so they'd avoid that and maybe a serious injury. Goes for you sometimes, goes against you others.
On that particular play, a couple of the Vegas players skated in front of Mikheyev's skating pass, so he couldn't get to the puck. And the icing was called. Anyway, off the draw, Teravainen into the puck. He'll skate it to center ice. And from in front of the Hawks bench, dumps it down into the Vegas zone. This is cleared out to center ice. Murphy took it back Hawk line to Bedard. To Kaiser over the Vegas line down the left wing. Trying to squeeze through a check from Korzak. Could not. Puck comes free to Haig. He spun it around to the near side. And then Brett Howden will take the puck and retreat behind the Vegas net. Then up the right wing side to center ice. Howden carrying it over the Hawk line down the right wing. Fell down. One hands it in front, however. Donato swept it away, but then Howden got back on his feet and got the puck. Howden in the left wing corner. Snaps it behind the Hawk net up the far side. Tanner Pearson there. Tried to center. Puck comes free and Donato will skate it to center ice. Donato banks it off the left side boards deep into the Vegas zone, and then he'll get off on a change. White Cloud took the puck back for Vegas. Passing on the left wing, Hannafin at center ice. Sticks it behind the Hawk net, rolls up the far side, Slaggert to Valeno at center ice. Back to Slaggert. Breaks into the Vegas zone on the right wing. Valeno in front, moves in and shoots, and Hill makes the blocker save. Levshinoff from the right point. Polk checks the puck to the right wing corner Vegas zone, and it comes back to Levshinoff. He fired one toward the net. It was blocked on the way in, and Hannafin will clear to center ice. Levshinoff took it back. Flings the puck to the Vegas blue line. We get a whistle and a hand pass called here against the Golden Knights. 8:46 left in period number 2. 2-1 Vegas. This is Blackhawks hockey on 720 WGN.
It's Tom Stilling, and you're listening to Blackhawks hockey on WGN Radio.
Hi, this is Dave Musial, owner of Four Seasons Heating, Air Conditioning, Plumbing, and Electric. Do you have a plumbing emergency? Call Four Seasons. An electrical emergency? Call Four Seasons. A heating or cooling emergency? Call Four Seasons. Same-day hot water tank installation needed? Call Four Seasons. Need a whole home generator? Call Four Seasons. We guarantee same-day installation on all heating, cooling, plumbing, and electrical needs. And no extra charge for nights, weekends, or holidays.
For all the right reasons, call it 664 Seasons.
Get cash in a flash for your old or wrecked car today. That old piece of junk car is still hogging up space in your driveway. Do something about it. Global Auto Recycling and Repair will take that rusty old bucket of bolts off your hands today, and you'll get cash in a flash. Family owned and operated, Global Auto has been serving Chicagoland for over 60 years, and they'll pay you cash in a flash to take away that old clunker that's been annoying you for way too long. Call Global Auto Recyclers at 847-608-4700 today.
Despite knowing for decades about the hazardous effects of asbestos, large corporations continued to expose workers and their families to asbestos, which had a detrimental effect on workers and their loved ones. For over 2 decades, Vogelzang Law has been actively representing those suffering from mesothelioma and lung cancer as a result of asbestos exposure. Their attorneys will meet you in your home to discuss your asbestos exposure and your potential case. Vogelzang Law, driven to make a difference. Call 312-466-1669 or visit vogelzanglaw.com.
Hey, Chris Chelios here. It's time to break out the Bandito. El Bandito Yankee Tequila. So smooth, it's criminal. Break out the Bandito, baby.
We are back here at the United Center. military salute here, as always.
Look down at that Vegas bench. They are active in saluting this the military heroes. Of course, their owner, West Point grad and an esteemed member of the U.S. Army, so it's a special meaning for them. Sponsored by Richard Builders, by the way. Should mention that as well. Good folks. Great sponsor of Chicago Blackhawks hockey. At center ice, Nicholas Waugh turns the puck over to Landon Slaggert. He drops it back to the Hawk blue line. Del Mastro there to Slaggert on the right wing side. De Valeno at the Vegas line. He'll one-hand the puck down behind the net. Borzak hit by Foligno as he drives the puck around to the right side of Dorofiev. He'll spin it ahead for Nicholas Waugh, who dumps the puck to the right wing corner. Hawk in. Saad tried to push Del Mastro off the puck. The Hawks will get the puck anyway. Valeno gave it to Del Mastro behind the net. To Foligno along the right sideboard. Saad took it away, then lost it to Foligno. To Del Mastro behind the net, drove it around, not out, held in at the right point by Waugh. Slap pass down the boards behind the Hawk net, ends up on the near side to Foligno. To Del Mastro behind the net. Now this bounces back to Del Mastro as he relinquished the puck. He put a pass up the right side for Foligno at center ice. He had to dig the puck out of Del Mastro's feet. Clear it ahead to the Vegas line. McNabb for Vegas. Pokes it into the Hawk zone. Korchinski with a pass up the left wing. Bedard in full flight over the Vegas line. Left wing side. Cuts across the slot. Sets up the left point. Mikheyev. He'll fire. And that's turned out of there by Hill. Penalty coming up here as Ryan Donato was hustling into the crease trying to grab a rebound. He was tripped down to the ice by Shea Theodore, and the Hawks are going to the power play.
Well, an opportunity for the Hawks to get back even in this game on the Sitco power play. The other night against the Devils, they were 1 for 2 power play goals.
Vegas penalty
in the
number
last 2
27.
games, 3 total. Well, the Hawks still in the top 10, 8th overall coming into this game tonight. 2 for 3 against Vegas on the season. Both of those have come from Tyler Bertuzzi, who is out there on the ice with the hot hand. He's got goals in 2 straight, 4 points in those last 2 games. 7 points for Bertuzzi in his last 5 games. Face-off will be to the right-hand side of Aiden Hill. Donato will step in to take the draw.
Hawks surrendered their 7th shorthanded goal against New Jersey to Andre Palat. They want to avoid a similar circumstance here. From the draw, Teravainen from the right point fires one into the slot, hoping for a redirection off of Donato's stick. Instead, the Golden Knights get the puck back, and White Cloud clears it off the boards and down.
Yeah, I think Teravainen tried to catch them off guard a little bit there, but they were ready for that little redirect, the high slot pass.
Here's Bedard at center ice, off the give from Bertuzzi. Sticks the puck down the glass. The puck rides the shelf that separates the boards and the glass to the far corner. Bertuzzi pokes it in behind the net. Teravainen's got the puck in his skates. White Cloud tried to pry it out of there and did to McNabb, and he'll put it over the near side to Stone, who clears it all the way down. 1:15 on the Hawk power play. Levshunov back to get the puck behind the Hawk net. Gave it to Donato, Hawk line right wing to Levshunov. He was bothered by Brandon Saad, and the puck poked into the Hawk zone. Look out, Connor Bedard in front of the net. Turns away from Saad and skates the puck up the right wing to center ice. He was caught by Saad, who lifted his stick off the puck. Hawks take it back, and they'll regroup at their blue line. Levshunov to Teravainen. Sweeping the puck to Bedard along the right sideboards. 45 seconds left on the power play. Bedard to Donato at center ice on the right wing. He is hit there by Hannafin. Lost the puck, then took it back, gave it at the Hawk line. Teravainen to Donato, center ice to Patrick Maroon over the Vegas line on the left wing. Pass hit a stick and rolled free. Nicholas Haig will spin it around the glass, and this one ends up in the penalty boxes. So we're down to 28 seconds left on the Hawk power play with 5:52 left in period number 2. Still 2-1 Vegas.
Yeah, not much going on here. Only 28 seconds to go here. Face-off will be in the offensive zone, but good battles won by Vegas in behind the net there. Hawks never regrouped. Seems like Vegas a little bit more aggressive on their penalty kill. They were chasing right down in front of the net, and Bedard spins away from Saad, but Saad turns around and catches up to Connor.
Hawks control off the draw. Korchinski at the blue line in the deep slot. Passing over Reichel in the left wing corner. Back to Korchinski to Nazar, top of the right circle. Put it beside the net. Maroon will wrap it on goal, and a pad save made. 9 seconds in the power play. Nazar takes a pass into the right wing circle. Send it over left circle for Reichel. It's off his stick. Reichel recovers, put it back out to the line. Korchinski has to drag the puck back to center ice, and as he does, the Golden Knights come to full strength. And then a pass from Korchinski in the Hawk zone ahead for Nazar at the Vegas blue line. He's saying he deflected this puck down, but the linesmen are not saying that. They are disagreeing, and icing will be the call.
Yeah, so Hawks can't get a line change. Second power play unit got it into the zone, moved it around, but kind of fumbled it before they had an opportunity to attack the net. So face off to the left-hand side of Spencer Knight. The Hawks are going to have to get a line change here. They get an opportunity. Reichel steps in to take the face off.
And Waugh wins it for the Golden Knights. Haig at the left point, whips the puck down behind the net, hits the inboards, and now Maroon will gather it in. The Nazar over the center ice circle. Flips a slow one into the left wing corner in the Vegas zone. And Maroon became entangled with Brandon Saad all the way in. They untangle. The Golden Knights get the puck. Nick Foligno, Hawk blue line. Had the puck, had a stick lifted off of it by Waugh, who put the puck into the Hawk zone. Murphy between the circles. To Foligno at center ice on the right wing. Deflects the puck down to the right wing corner Vegas zone. Veleno in to get it. Scoops it to the left wing corner. Landon Slaggert along the left half board. Send it back behind the net. Murphy in the right wing corner. Carrying behind the net. Set up the doorstep for Veleno. Well, he caught a high stick, and another penalty is going to be called here to Vegas. At the left point, Kaiser sends the puck over to the right point for Murphy, but the pass bled over the blue line to center ice, and Murphy will drop it back in the Hawks zone to Wyatt Kaiser. Spencer Knight is on the Hawks bench. The Hawks with 6 attackers. Foligno leads the charge into the Vegas zone. Gave it to Donato left circle. To Kaiser, high slot now. Veleno fires, and that looked like it hit Foligno in the foot. He's on the hobble right now, but battling next to the net. Now Foligno at the right point. Sends it left point. Kaiser. Delayed penalty here against the Golden Knights. To Murphy along the right boards. Back to Kaiser, right point. Sends it into the deep slot now to Bedard. Behind the back pass. Kaiser put it down right circle. Veleno left circle. Donato shoots and scores! Take the take. And Ryan Donato rips it into the top shelf on a delayed penalty. With his 27th goal of the season, the Hawks have tied it at 2.
Boy, did they ever pass this puck around nicely. No panic from him. Some clean plays. Connor Murphy keeps a couple alive just by getting it back to the point. Kaiser is the quarterback back there. He starts this off with a great feed to Veleno. Veleno over to Donato. Boy, has Donato got the hot hand as of late. 27th of the season, the second of the game. And with that goal, it's time to break out the Bandito. Celebrate every goal this season with El Bandito, Yankee Tequila, Donato from Veleno and Kaiser.
Donato from Veleno. Bada boom, bada bing. That earns a bada boom, bada bing. So 2-2 the score. 3:40 left in the second period. Let's see how the Hawks defend. Bedard takes a pass to McKay to center ice over the Vegas line. Down the left wing, drops to McKay. Left circle, right circle. Donato to the score! Hat trick for Ryan Donato! He's got the hottest stick in the league right now. A perfect setup from McKay from the left circle. And Donato had set the pass and drove it in behind Hill. His third goal of the night, his 28th on the season. 3-2 in favor of the Hawks, and we've got a shower of hats here at the United Center.
Well, you and Charlie were talking about you think he's going to get 30 by the end of the season. He may get 30 by the end of the night. Bedard picks up the secondary assist. Just an excellent job by the Hawks to keep the pressure on, and Donato stays out there. Good call by Sorensen to keep the hot hand out on the ice. And boy, did they move the puck around nicely on this one. Bedard, a sweet little move past Theodore over to Mikheyev. And then for Donato, he fires it in. This is his first hat trick of his NHL career. Boy, has he been hot.
So as Troy told you, the first time that Ryan Donato has hit for 3 goals in his career. Listen to this crowd. This is a last-place team, and this enthusiastic throng of Chicago Blackhawks fans on their feet. A standing ovation for the effort by the Blackhawks, and singularly Ryan Donato.
One more hat in behind the net. Nobody can see it, though. Aiden Hill sees it now. He'll wave one of the linesmen over to go get it. With that goal, it's time to break out the Bandito. I was just putting my lime into the glass, celebrate every goal of the season with El Bandito Yankee Tequila from the last one.
You need a new lime, Troy. All right. Donato from Mikheyev.
And Bedard.
The goal at 16:29. And a lot of hockey left to be played on this night. 3-2 Hawks, 3:31 left in period number 2 as we collect ourselves.
That was 2 goals in 15 seconds for the Hawks.
Now back in the Vegas zone. White Cloud will chase the puck down. White Cloud behind the Vegas net now. Chased out of there by Nick Foligno. Passing up the left wing side. Carlson over the Hawk blue line. Carlson sweeps the puck in front of the net through the crease. Ends up in the right wing corner. Riley Smith to Carlson backing up in the right circle. He whips a shot over the net. Levshunov took the puck back for the Hawks to Valeno at center ice. He flings it down into the Vegas zone on a delayed offside situation, but the Hawks touch up. And Hannafin breaking back up ice through center ice over the Hawk line. Down the right wing, drops the shoulder and fires a backhander off the side of the net. Hannafin recovers the puck left wing corner. Put it behind the net. Olofsson put it out to the left point to Carlson. He'll stick the puck back down the boards around to the far side to McNabb, who was hit by Nazar, lost the puck. Nazar now will poke it ahead up the left wing to himself. Veer center. And then he had it poke checked away at the Vegas line. It's recovered by Teravainen. And then to Levshunov, and he lost the puck, but Vlasic bails him out. Took the puck back out of the Hawk blue line and passing over to Nazar. He'll fling it down behind the Vegas net. Golden Knights come out of their end. McNabb to Jack Eichel over the center ice circle. To Mark Stone over the Hawk line left point. Long shot from there and a blocker save made by Spencer Knight. In the near corner, Eichel is sent into the corner boards there by Connor Murphy, who digs the puck out and put it behind the Hawk net. Wyatt Kaiser to the puck. Will stab it around up the right wing side, and Frank Nazar, Hawk blue line, has the puck. Sends it over to Kaiser. Kaiser through center over the Vegas line. To the right wing circle, he'll just drop the puck down to the corner. Hawks trying to get a line change. Now, Reichel intercepts a pass, moves into the left circle, then behind the net, tried to center. This deflects to Murphy right point. He skates by a check and then had the puck stripped away on the near side by Eichel, who pokes the center ice, and the Hawks take it back. Kaiser and Maroon. He'll step over the Vegas line left point. Works the puck down to the left wing corner. Reichel put it behind the net now. Maroon to Del Mastro, right point. Down to Patrick Maroon along the right boards. To Reichel, bottom of the right wing circle. He's checked into the boards by McNabb. Kurashev came along. Skewers the puck away up the far side. Korchinski flips it back down toward the Vegas net. This is poked away into the near corner where Maroon rides McNabb into the boards. Kurashev fires from the line, and a glove save made by Aiden Hill. He'll hold it, and a whistle will stop play with 1 minute left in period number 2. Hawks lead 3-2. We'll be back after this break. This is Blackhawks Hockey on 720 WGN.
From big goals to bigger hits, FanDuel gives you the chance to cash in on it all. Because right now, new customers bet $5, get $200 in bonus bets if you win. So download the app and score big all season long with FanDuel, an official partner of the Chicago Blackhawks. Must be 21 or older and present in Illinois. First online real money wager only. $5 first deposit required. Bonus issued is non-withdrawable bonus bets, which expire 7 days after receipt. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
What does a good deal taste like with McValue at McDonald's? It tastes like the $6 Daily Double Meal Deal. The one and only Daily Double. 2 juicy beef patties inside a warm bun with melty cheese and shredded lettuce. Oh, and golden small world-famous fries. And a crispy 4-piece chicken McNuggets. And an ice-cold small soft drink of your choice. That's right, a full-on satisfy your cravings meal without breaking the bank. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal.
Mom, I need to lay low for a few days.
Lay low? What's going on?
I only paid for this Hyundai Tucson.
Christopher Allen Lynch.
Deal's so right, it almost feels wrong. Get the car or SUV you want at the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Lease the Hyundai Tucson for $259 a month or get $2,250 bonus cash. Visit your local Hyundai dealer today. Offers end March 31st. Call 224-661-0068 for details.
Hey Hawks fans, this is Connor Bedard. Let's get back to John and Troy on 720 WGN.
Blackhawks up 3-2. Press 5 some out on the ice. Blackhawks line change sponsored by Gilkey Windows, the best line of fiberglass windows and doors. Face off in the offensive zone. Bedard going to step into the face-off circle. I think that's Brett Howden. It is Howden that's out there. He's having a career year. He's got 20 goals on the season. His former high was 9 goals, so he's your fourth-line center.
Here's Vlasic from the left circle, Vegas zone, tossing a pass to Bedard in front of the net. He was looking for a redirection. It went wide. Donato from the left circle, going for number 4. Will fire, and that's blocked on the way in by Korzak, who took the puck in the corner, clears to center ice to Kolasar on the right wing side. To Howden at the Hawk blue line, stepping up Vlasic, poke checks it away. Under a minute to play here in period number 2, 3-2 Hawks. Levshunov with a pass up the right side. Mikheyev at the Vegas line where he'll hand it off to Levshunov. He spikes the puck down behind the net, away to the left wing boards. Bedard put it back in behind Donato, who leaves it in the near corner. And Mikheyev has lost his stick. The Golden Knights get the puck back. Mikheyev finishing his check there on Howden right in front of the Hawks bench. Kolasar will take the puck back and fire it down the glass behind the Hawk net. Knight gave it to Levshunov near corner with 7. Pass up the left wing side. Veleno, he'll redirect it down the boards into the Vegas zone. Foligno goes in to finish his check hard on White Cloud as the period comes to an end. And it was a good period for the Chicago Blackhawks. The teams actually traded 2 goals apiece, but Ryan Donato is the man of the hour. His first ever NHL hat trick. Hat trick has all 3 goals for the Blackhawks here tonight. And the Hawks will take a 3-2 lead into the dressing rooms after 40 minutes.
You know, you and I during the break there were talking about Ryan Donato. 3 goals plus 3. 11 minutes, 11 seconds of ice time. He's got 4 shots on goal, which doubles up anybody else on the Hawks. He's got 3 other shot attempts, and he's won all 3 of his faceoffs in this game. If I'm him, I just take the skates off. I'm done. I've had my night. What an effort by the Blackhawks. Good response. Vegas scores 2 goals in 53 seconds. Looks like they're going to walk away with this one after gaining the lead, but the Hawks battled back with those 2 goals. One with the extra attacker on the ice and a delayed penalty call coming up to Vegas. And then 15 seconds later, 5-on-5, Donato gets his first ever hat trick in the NHL. Boy, what a response.
Well, I understand we're going to have a special guest up here in our radio booth here coming up. So, folks, I'm going to exit stage right. I'll just tell you that the Hawks lead the Golden Knights 3-2 after 2. They've been outshot by Vegas 15-14, but they have the lead where it counts, courtesy of Ryan Donato with his first ever NHL hat trick. 3-2 Hawks after 2. Charlie and Troy will have more in the upcoming intermission segment with a little surprise for you longtime Hawks fans, so stick around. We got a good one coming. Hawks lead 3-2 after 2. This is Blackhawks Hockey on 720 WGN.
After the end of a good fight, you deserve an ice-cold reward. Modelo is the mark of a fighter. You've earned this rich golden lager with a crisp, refreshing taste. Because you know, the bigger the fight, the better the reward. You put in the hours, the energy, the tough labor. You are a fighter, and Modelo is your reward. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. Drink responsibly. Beer imported by Crown Port, Chicago, Illinois.
When you only want to work with the best in commercial concrete, think Concrete Illinois. Visit ConcreteIL.com, where you'll find the top commercial concrete contractors for your next project. Cement Mason LMCC members are skilled union employees who have the experience, skill, and focus needed to get the job done right, on time, and on budget. There's tremendous value in using skilled tradesmen on your commercial concrete project. To learn more, visit ConcreteIL.com. That's ConcreteIL.com.
Retirement is your reward for a lifetime of hard work. But have you planned for the potential cost of long-term care? Hi, this is Brian Gordon, president of Gordon Associates, where we offer long-term care insurance. As people live longer, the likelihood of needing long-term care increases. Without a plan, those costs can impact your retirement savings and put a huge financial burden on your family. Gordon Associates has been helping families for over 50 years protect their health, retirement, and loved ones. We sit down with families to discuss their insurance options with no cost or obligation. Let us help you create a plan that ensures your care and preserves your financial security. Don't leave the future to chance. Secure your retirement, protect your family, and create a long-term care insurance plan today with Gordon Associates. Call us at 800-533-6242 or visit bestltcplan.com. Gordon Associates Long-Term Care Planning Insurance, because peace of mind is priceless.
Hey, Blackhawks fans, Club Citgo saves you money on every fill-up, like 3 cents off every gallon every day. When you start with Club Citgo, you're good to go.
Hey, Hawks fans, next season marks 100 years of Blackhawks hockey in Chicago, a century of unforgettable goals, iconic championships, legendary players, speaking of legendary players, hang on just a bit, and generations of fans standing together. Now it's your turn to be part of the story. Full and half-season ticket plans are on sale now at Blackhawks.com/membership. With a Blackhawks membership, you won't just watch the season, you'll be a part of it. Experience the rivalries, celebrations, and moments that will be talked about for the next 100 years. Secure your seat today at Blackhawks.com/membership.
Intermission?
Intermission already? It's time for an intermission update. Here's Charlie Rebelliotis.
Back here at the United Center where the Blackhawks are up 3-2 on the Vegas Golden Knights through 40 minutes of hockey. We had Ryan Donato with his first career NHL hat trick here at the United Center. What an unbelievable season that he is having. Charlie Meliodas here with Troy Murray, and we have a very, very special guest. I think I saw an eagle fly in here earlier today to introduce our next guest, Troy.
Eddie Belfour.
Eddie Belfour. Yeah. No introduction needed.
No, we don't need him.
Hey, guys.
Special night for you coming back here. I know that you did some signings and stuff for your Belfour Spirits, whiskeys, bourbons. You got all kinds of stuff going on. How is that going?
Yeah, it's going good. Yeah, always love getting back here, Chicago fans, and hearing all the old stories when they come out to see me at those bottle signings. I was at Binny's in Vernon Hill yesterday, and tomorrow Willowbrook, 11 to 1. Tomorrow at Willowbrook Binny's. So I'm
awesome.
Yeah.
I saw you had an opportunity. You're sitting with Chelly in the suite, getting the royal treatment.
Yeah. Chelly owns the place now, right?
Yeah, he does. He thinks he does, but that's So when you look at the Hawks team as it is right now, and I don't know how much, you're busy doing all kinds of stuff, meet and greets in the building, but what do you think of this young team, where it's heading, and the future of the Hawks?
Well, the short period that I've been watching here, I see the energy, and I liked what I saw in defensive end zone coverage and stuff. Like, you can see the guys are playing better defense now, and obviously you got to play good defense to win championships. Lots of good young talent out there, and the young goalie there, I like what I see so far. I haven't seen him play very often, but saw him make a couple nice stops, and he's hanging in there.
I know you're probably a little bit biased, but the Hawks have been collecting a nice forward group up top or up front on defense, but to get a bona fide potential number one starting goaltender in Spencer Knight, how key is that kind of like the missing piece to a team that wants to be a legit Stanley Cup contender down the road?
Oh, 100%. You got to have that guy that can play, 60 games if needed, and you'll be ready for the playoffs. And, goalies are younger and younger all the time now. I remember, I was a rookie at 25. So some of these kids' careers are over at 25. So it's kind of crazy.
If you look at the young defensemen that the Hawks have, there are 5 guys that are 23 or younger. Connor Murphy has played more than double the amount of games in the NHL than all the other 5 combined. And I think it actually, with Korchinski in the lineup, it goes down even more. So you look at these young group of guys, but the core, I believe you build through down the middle. the defensive side, and then as Charlie said, you get that legit number one goaltender, and Soderblom's only 25 years of age. So the future looks bright, and I know that you go around and you're doing the signings and stuff. What's the kind of the talk around about these Blackhawks roster that could be really good in a few years?
Well, that's the key. Your draft picks, you get them playing, you get them in the game, get them experience at this level, and they're only going to start bonding and feeding off each other's energy. The team's going to start getting better. You'll start seeing that flow, and I see good things from this group in the future. So I'm excited about it.
You look at you coming back into the United Center. I know that they showed you on the Jumbotron. You're sitting with Chris Chelios. Got a gentleman over my shoulder here that works for one of the other teams in the NHL. To me, one of the best captains that I ever played for, Dirk Graham.
Yeah.
It's got to be really cool when you come back and you get the chance to see old teammates, guys that you went to battle with.
Yeah, it is. It's just every time I come here, I get the chills, and the national anthem is awesome as usual. And I got to blow the horn today. So
I know, I saw that. You did a good job, by the way.
Pretty fun.
Well done.
Yeah, no, it's just electric here. Always has been. The fans are the best, and they just they're awesome. They don't forget us, and seeing the fellas here, Dirk's here, and you're seeing you, and it's just awesome to see the fellas, and brings back a lot of great memories, emotions, of course, and it was a dream come true for me, as most of us. For me, the Chicago Blackhawks was everything as a little kid, and when I signed with the Blackhawks, it was that dream come true, and then playing in the old Chicago Stadium was
unique, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's very unique. Yeah.
How many years did you play in the United Center?
I think I was here 3 years, I think.
3 years?
Yeah. I left January 26th of 97. The worst day of my career.
I was going to say, last one, do the Eddie chants still kind of ring through your mind every time you get here?
Oh, yeah.
Incredible.
Yeah. That's the best feeling ever as a goalie.
I love it. Well, thank you so much for joining us. We wish you well, and come back again soon.
Oh, yeah, I will. Thanks for having me, guys.
Eddie, great to see you, buddy.
Yeah, you too, sir.
All right, that is the great Ed Belfour. The Blackhawks are up 3-2 on the Vegas Golden Knights through 40 minutes of hockey. We'll take a quick break. You're listening to Blackhawks Hockey on 720 WGN.
This is Alec Martinez, and you're listening to Blackhawks Radio on 720 WGN.
Lost your health insurance? You might be eligible for a special enrollment period on the Get Covered Illinois Marketplace. Get Covered Illinois navigators are ready to help you enroll in a quality, affordable health plan with essential benefits to cover prescription drugs, hospitalizations, maternity care, and much more. You might even qualify for financial help. Go to getcoveredillinois.gov. Your health coverage starts here.
What's up, Blackhawks fans? Enjoying the game should be easy, so don't overthink it. What to wear? Done. Just toss on your lucky jersey. Don't know what to serve your friends? Easy. Pick up some pizza from your go-to and grab some Bud Light to stock your fridge. See, it's that easy. Just like Bud Light, which is always brewed with 4 simple ingredients for a clean Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. 21 plus. Anheuser-Busch. Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
When it comes to banking, you need a bank you can trust. A bank with a rock-solid reputation and highest integrity. A bank that gives you the attention and respect you deserve. Whether you need a deposit account, loan, or investment management, ABOC will give you the same great service and deep knowledge that we've been known for since 1922. Let's work together to manage your finances today while planning for a better tomorrow. ABOC, a bank built on a strong foundation. Visit ABOC.com to learn more.
The professionals at Plumbers 911 Chicago are ready to answer your call. They'll get your plumbing job done right the first time. Their phones are open 24/7, 1-833-PLUM-911.
Back here at the United Center, Blackhawks up 3-2 on the Vegas Golden Knights behind a Ryan Donato hat trick, the first of his NHL career. What an unbelievable season that he is having here for Chicago. Let's get to some scores around the NHL. 5 other games on the docket, and a few of them have gone final. We start in Florida, where the defending Stanley Cup champion Florida Panthers knocked off the Utah Hockey Club 2-1 in overtime. It was Sam Bennett scoring his second of the game, the overtime winner. Primary assist was Brad Marchand, who is making his Florida Panthers debut after he was acquired from Boston on trade deadline day. Unfortunately for Florida, he was injured since March 1st. So this was his first game in a Florida Panthers uniform, and he sets up Sam Bennett for the OT winner for the Florida Panthers. The Carolina Hurricanes knocked off the Montreal Canadiens 4-1. Taylor Hall scored his 5th goal in 3 games for the Hurricanes. He continues to impress with his new club, former Blackhawk Taylor Hall. Great to see. And then in Columbus, a pretty wild game. The Canucks were in Columbus to take on the Blue Jackets. The Canucks were up 3-0 in the first period, but the Blue Jackets rallied to beat the Canucks 7-6 in the shootout. A wild game over in Columbus. And then a couple other games going on. The Winnipeg Jets are up 4-0 on the New Jersey Devils with 3 minutes left in the third. It looks like they're going to take care of business there and move into sole possession of first place in the entire NHL with the victory. And then finally, the New York Rangers are currently up 1-0 on the Anaheim Ducks midway through the first period. Adam Fox has the lone goal for the Rangers in that game early on. Meanwhile, here at the UC, Hawks up 3-2. Let's see if they can close things out in the third period, which is going to be on the other side of the break. You're listening to Blackhawks Hockey on 720 WGN.
Cold weather and hockey season go together hand in hand, but your home isn't a hockey rink, and you want it to be the perfect temperature no matter the season. With Mitsubishi electric heating and air conditioning mini split systems, you get the ultimate comfort and efficiency every time, even in those difficult to heat places in your home. Their units are designed to deliver consistent comfort where you need it most. Check out Mitsubishi electric heating and cooling mini split systems today at getacomfyhome.com.
At Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Illinois, we understand it's not just our next-door neighbors who inspire us every day. It's our neighbors across the country, across all communities. And while Blue Cross has been your one local and trusted healthcare partner for nearly 90 years, it's our wide scope of products, services, and technologies that allows us to have a deeper understanding for everyone, everywhere, empowering whole-person health with compassion and innovation, one member at a time. It's that unique Blue Cross service and commitment through all stages of life that connects us hand in hand, ensuring you always have access to the highest quality, affordable healthcare with that personal touch, always finding new ways to deliver on our oldest promise, to keep you at the center of everything we do. Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Illinois. Through it all.
Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Illinois, a division of Healthcare Service Corporation, a mutual legal reserve company.
We asked people why they sold their homes to Grandview Homes instead of using a real estate agent.
We needed to sell Mom's home quickly and with a company we could rely on.
No showings, no closing costs, no staging, no real estate agent fees, no added stress.
Whether you have a hard-to-sell home, want a stress-free sale, or simply need to sell your home fast, Grandview Homes is the name you know and the name you can trust. Visit GrandviewHomes.com to discover the easiest and fastest way to sell a home.
Heitz Made Ferdini preparation is the key to winning. To beat Chicago's weather extremes, choose the best fiberglass or vinyl windows and patio doors from the Gilkey Window Company. Go to Gilkey.com.
The third period is next.
The third period.
Here for a recap is Charlie Remeliotis.
The Blackhawks are about to hit the ice, and here comes the horn for the start of the third period. The Hawks are up 3-2 on the Vegas Golden Knights. And it's been we get 3 horns. All 3 goals for Ryan Donato. How about that? Ryan Donato has been the story of this game for Chicago. He scored 2 goals in a 15-second span in that second period for his 28th of the season and first career NHL hat trick.
Bedard takes a pass from McKay in the center ice over the Vegas line. Down the left wing, drops it. McKay left circle, right circle, Donato to the score! Hat trick for Ryan Donato! He's got the hottest stick in the league right now. A perfect setup from Mikheyev from the left circle. And Donato had set the pass and drove it in behind Hill. His third goal of the night, his 28th of the season. 3-2 in favor of the Hawks, and we've got a shower of hats here at the United Center.
For every Blackhawks goal, Marquette Bank is donating $80 to a local charity to celebrate 80 years of neighborhood banking and giving back to the community. Let's now head to the third period. Let's finish the game strong. Sponsored by Finishing Chicago. For commercial painting, wall covering, drywall finishing, or glazing contractors, go to finishingchicago.com. John, we were talking in the first intermission. I think Donato is going to get 30 goals. The question is he going to do it tonight?
That's a good question because there's 20 minutes left in this regulation portion of this hockey game.
Maybe an empty net opportunity?
I'm not going to rule it out. I mean, the way Ryan Donato is firing the puck, and Troy talked about this during the first intermission with you about how Donato, he goes down and he shoots the puck. There's no hesitation. It's like he's got the shooting position. He takes the shot. You know, he's not deferential, but he makes sure he gets a good shot on goal. And he's done it here tonight. And to his credit, he's given the Hawks the lead they enjoy as we start the third period. Underway, Vegas controlling off the draw. White Cloud from his own end, firing a pass ahead up the right side. This deflects in behind the Hawk net. Connor Murphy playing the puck there to Kaiser. We'll be looking for a push here from the Golden Knights for sure. Kaiser with a pass up the right wing side, deflects away to Veleno. Then he turned it over. Here's a pass to the slot. That was intended for Howden. Picked off, however, by the Hawks. Murphy to Slaggert into the Vegas zone to the right wing corner. Slaggert takes a hit, slaps the puck up the boards, and is taken back by Eichel, Vegas line, to Keegan Colasar, center ice in front of the Hawks bench. And he'll backhand the puck down the left side boards and behind the net. Knight got caught back there, but works the puck free, and Levshunov will calmly skate it up the left wing to center ice. Put a pass ahead for Bertuzzi at the Vegas blue line, taken back by the Golden Knights. Braden McNabb into the Hawk zone. At the left point, he'll spin it down behind the net. Vlasic works the puck over to Levshunov, who passes up the right side to Bertuzzi, and he'll lift the tumbling puck down into the Vegas zone. Theodore backing up, passing up the right wing side. Stone at the Hawk blue line, lifts the puck into the Hawk zone. And Barbashev used its helmet to kind of knock the puck over to a teammate. Theodore sweeps it down behind the Hawk net. He'll get off on a change. The Hawks get the puck back. Levshunov with a pass up the right side. McKay Vegas line, tried to go rink wide with a pass, picked off by Carlson. He carries into the Hawk zone, then drops the puck between the circles, but Ethan Del Mastro picks it off for the Hawks. Head to Mikheyev over the Vegas line left wing. To Bedard along the left wing boards. To Del Mastro left point. Put it into the deep slot. Korchinski fires, but he broke his stick on the volley. Hawks take the puck back, however. Bedard left wing corner. Put it to Del Mastro left point. Down to Donato left circle. He spoons a pass into the slot. It's over the stick of Bedard. Then a shot from the right point by Korchinski. Blockered away by Hill. Golden Knights on the attack. Riley Smith into the Hawk zone. Fed the left circle. And a shot. They score. It's Victor Olofsson with his second goal on the night. It's a perfect setup from Riley Smith that originated from the right point Hawk zone. And Olofsson seemed to get a step on Ethan Del Mastro and get that shot away. We're tied at 3.
You know, this is one here, I think, again, Spencer Knight's got to have that. He's got a clean look at that. It's a great shot, right underneath the crossbar. But you got a one-on-one look there. You want your goaltender to make that save. Hawks got a little bit out of position there. Del Mastro and Korchinski got caught on the same side of the ice, and Del Mastro tries to recover. Korchinski can probably just read this play just a little bit better and not allow that pass from Smith to get over to Olofsson just by backing off a little bit rather than challenge Smith. Nice play by the Golden Knights, though. We're tied up at 3.
Hawks on the attack again. Here's Maroon into the Vegas zone along the right wing side. Sent a pass to the high slot, picked off by the Golden Knights, and they come back up ice. Now the loose puck slides in beside Spencer Knight. He whacks the puck to the near boards. Maroon put it down to the corner, and Vlasic will chip it up the left wing boards to Maroon, who slings the puck down ice into the Vegas zone. Hannafin in the near corner. Turn the puck over to Philip Kurashev, then to Lucas Reichel. Then Saad took the puck away along the boards and sent it across. And Caden Korzak, actually Zach Whitecloud, will settle it down in the circle to Aiden Hill's right. Vegas in a line change. Whitecloud moving out to center ice with the puck. Flings it off the right side boards deep into the Hawk zone. Puck circles in it, ends up on the far side. Nick Foligno, who outlets to Wyatt Kaiser at center ice. Crossing the Vegas line, long wrist shot. Blocker save made by Hill. Kaiser at the left point, put it down to the left wing board. Slaggert to Veleno, left wing corner. He's able to jockey Pearson out of position. Veleno in the left corner. To Kaiser left point. To the high slot Murphy. Long wrist shot goes just wide. Good screen in front. Veleno along the left board. Tried to spin it down toward the net. Theodore took the puck away for Vegas. Clears to center ice. And then Kolasar had it and lost it to Veleno, who in turn loses the puck to Kolasar in front of the penalty boxes. And then Wyatt Kaiser reaching in, strips it away from all of it. He'll flip it back into the Hawk zone to Murphy. Back to Kaiser on the left wing side. Put it into center ice. Now Teravainen to Bertuzzi over the Vegas line. To Nazar in the right wing corner. Slings the puck down behind the net to Bertuzzi. To Teravainen left corner. Put it back behind the net, Bertuzzi. Put it out to the line, Levshunov. To Bertuzzi, top of the right wing circle. It was a bouncing puck, but he turns and slots it down behind the Vegas net. Nazar guides the puck around left point. Vlasic to Levshunov in the high slot. Long wrist shot misses the net. And Vlasic from the left point tried to poke it in deep to the corner. Picked off, though, by Theodore, who clears to center ice. And Vlasic takes it back for the Hawks and drops it back into the Vegas zone. Nazar in the right wing corner tried to send to the puck. This deflects through the air into the left wing corner. And the Golden Knights get the puck and come out of their end. Eichel through center ice, across the Hawk line, down the left wing. Eichel now down behind the net. He had his stick pulled off the puck momentarily. And now Barbashev from the right wing boards. Sends the puck over to the left point, Caden Korzak. Korzak now in the high slot, put it over, and a shot from Haig from the top of the right circle. Hits Spencer Knight in the headgear, and the headgear topples off the top of his head. We get a whistle stopping play. 15:04 left in the third, 3-3. And the concern right now is for Spencer Knight in the Hawk crease.
Yeah, he's going to be fine there. Puck hit him. A good hard shot coming in from Nick Haig on the point there. Hit him on the chin protector of the mask, and puck was right in front of him, and rather than cover the puck up, he just shook his mask off there, and he'll have to take a second here and get his new mask. Strapped back up. Face-off will be to his left. There will be the Four Seasons Heating, Air Conditioning, Plumbing, and Electric face-off for all the right reasons. Call 866-4Seasons.
Carlson, the best face-off man for the Golden Knights, facing off against Ryan Donato. Circle to Knight's left, and Donato wins this draw. To Del Mastro behind the net. He'll move up the left wing side, sends a bouncing puck to center ice. Carlson had it, then had it swatted away by Del Mastro over in front of the Hawks bench. Kevin Korchinski back skating back into the Hawk zone with a puck. Over to Del Mastro, then a pass ahead to Donato at center ice. He'll loop back to the Hawk blue line, give it to Del Mastro. Quick pass ahead, McKay of Vegas line. He deflects the puck down in on goal. He'll send it up the near side. Donato had the puck for a moment, lost it to Olofsson, and he'll flip the puck behind the Vegas net. Caden Korzak now has the puck. He's chased out by Donato. Korzak whips a pass up the left wing to Carlson at center ice, who shot it down beside the Hawk net. Spencer Knight out to play it behind the net up the near side to Donato. Send it down to the corner for Korchinski. And a pass ahead to Donato to Del Mastro Hawk line. Now to Bedard at center ice on the right wing side. He'll send the puck diagonally left wing corner in the Vegas zone where Foligno runs White Cloud into the glass. But the Golden Knights back up ice. Barbashev into the Hawks zone left wing side. Put it out in front of the net for Saad. Saad mishandled the puck, and then he's muscled off a bit by Foligno, who scoops it up the left wing side. Veleno sends it down ice. Slaggert's got the puck with speed. Down the left wing, stopping behind the Vegas net. Here's Slaggert. Pokes it away to Veleno along the inboard. Put it in front. There's Foligno with a shot, and that was blocked by the defense. Murphy at the right point. To Veleno at the line. Looked like he lost it to center ice. The Golden Knights get it back anyway. And Saad will send the puck down to the Hawk line. Here's a pass from Veleno ahead to Foligno. He's over the Vegas line, left point. Trying to spin it down behind the net. He'll send it back up the near side. Foligno took it away. Passing over into the right circle for Slaggert. White Cloud broke that up. And then Foligno, I believe that's 3 hits on one shift. Ran to the Vegas bench. Meanwhile, Vlasic down the left wing side. Vegas zone will fire a shot. And a butterfly save made by Hill. Levshunov from the left wing board. Put the puck down behind the Vegas net. McNabb got it there. He'll pass up the left wing. Eichel at center ice in front of the Hawks bench. He was met with a poke check at the Hawk line by Vlasic. Puck tumbles back to center ice. Golden Knights get it back. Theodore whips it down the boards into the Hawk zone. Picked off by Levshinoff in the far corner. He'll backhand it behind the net up the left wing side to Vlasic. Send it across the rink on the right wing over the Vegas line to Maroon. Hands it down to Reichel in the right wing corner. He was tripped. No penalties called. The Golden Knights get the puck back. Tanner Pearson skating the puck out of the Vegas zone to center ice. At the end of his shift, he'll flip it down ice, and this will bounce into the catching glove of Spencer Knight, who drops the puck behind the Hawk net. Connor Murphy settling it down there. Hawks organized for their breakout. Murphy leaves it. Kaiser put it back over to Murphy. He'll spin it ahead to the Vegas line. Picked off by Korzak. Hands it ahead to Barbashev at center ice. Then to Haig, and he'll spin it off the glass down behind the Hawk net into the near corner. Kaiser took it away, clears to the line no further. Korzak fires from there. Murphy turned his skate sideways in front of that to block it. A quick handoff by Stone to Barbashev right circle. He got a shot away, and Knight turned that wide with the pads. Murphy behind the Hawk net to the puck. Leaves it back there to Wyatt Kaiser. And he'll skate it ahead to center ice with Barbashev in tow. Kaiser to Donato over the Vegas line left wing side. Firing a shot wide of the net and ends up poking at center ice now to Riley Smith over the Hawk line. Drop pass for Howden, and he'll fire, and that deflects up into the protective netting and out of play. Fast and furious here at the United Center. Hawks and Golden Knights locked up in a 3-3 battle with 11:30 left in period number 3. This is Blackhawks hockey on 720 WGN.
When your team's best players have all been traded and the latest pick is overrated, just raise a glass with a friend or two and tell them more, tell them more, tell them more you. May your team be great and your picks be true, and if it falls apart, you'll know what to do. Just raise a glass with a fan or two and tell them more, tell them more, tell them more you. It's a crazy world, so what do? You tell them more, tell them more, tell them more you. Hey!
Tell them more you. Reported by William Grant and Sons, Inc.
Marquette Bank has been helping neighbors, families, and business owners in Chicagoland for 80 years. 80 years is a long time. When you bank with Marquette Bank, you have a partner for your business. Whether you need a small business loan, help with cash management, or help with your personal banking, Marquette Bank is here to support your business. When you bank with Marquette Bank, good things happen for you and your neighborhood. Marquette Bank, love where you bank. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender, NMLS number 462926.
As the official partner of the Chicago Blackhawks, Enterprise is ready to go the extra mile. They're dedicated to the most dedicated fans in the game. And with Enterprise on your team, you can move forward with confidence, knowing they've got your back. They're always available with mobility solutions, whether you need a rental replacement, truck, or even tailored business strategies. At Enterprise, your goal is their goal, and they're ready with the assist.
This is Chris Chelios, and you're listening to Blackhawks Hockey. Now back to the game.
We are back here at the United Center. John Weideman, Troy Murray, Charlie Romeliota. We got a good game between the Vegas Golden Knights and the Blackhawks, tied up at 3. 11:30 to go here. Period 3. Face off in a defensive zone to the left-hand side of Spencer Knight, who has stopped 15 of 18 shots. So here it is. Because of the hat trick, all hats tomorrow are 20% off. Or is that tonight?
No, I think you're right. He did, folks. He read the video
it's right now.
There was an advertisement
so
there.
If you bought a hat before and you threw it out there,
yeah,
you can get the next one for 20% off.
Forget about that one you threw on the ice. Ryan's taking those home.
Oh, wait a minute. Should do the old dollar bill trick that we used to do in the airports. Have it on a fishing line and throw it in the middle of the room. And when somebody went down to reach for it, we'd take it, pull it back.
I actually fell for that one time.
Shocker.
When I was in the IHL, a guy named Scotty Morrow, who was from Chicago, he had it on the end of a line, and we were at O'Hare. He did that, and I fell for it. I look like the biggest buffoon in the airport.
No.
Me? Sure I am. Come on. Tremendous slouch, anyway. Now beside the Hawk net, Murphy's able to stick the puck into the far corner. Good play by Foligno to tie up his man and then punt the puck behind the net. Kaiser leaves it behind the net. Murphy checked into the boards by Olofsson, who's had a strong game for Vegas here tonight. Murphy chases away to the far corner, drops it back in behind the net. Kaiser will sling the puck through the air and down ice into the Vegas zone. And icing's going to be the call here.
Well, this is a little bit of a soft call here on this icing. Can you imagine throwing your hat out in the ice and you got a string attached to it? Everybody's, oh, yeah, great. Yeah, you threw your hat out there and all of a sudden you're wheeling it back in.
The guy goes to pick it up and all, just can't quite get to it. Darn thing keeps moving on me.
That's back in the day where NHL teams flew commercial and you had to amuse yourself at some points when you're sitting waiting for your flights.
And sometimes you'd be waiting for hours for that connecting flight. Yep. Outside the Hawk zone, a good play by Bertuzzi right near the Hawk blue line to slap the puck down ice into the Vegas zone. This will allow the Hawks a much-needed line change. Shea Theodore with the puck behind the Vegas net. Passing up the right side, Eichel center ice to Stone over the Hawk line, right wing to Eichel. Carrying down behind the net, put it out in front. Look out, Stone with a backhand, stopped in front. Good play there by Leshinov. And Nazar breaks out of the Hawk zone with the puck. He'll lead a 3-on-2 rush to center ice. Gave the puck to Bertuzzi over the Vegas line. Stopping at the left point. He winds it in on goal, and a glove save made by Aiden Hill. Hill holds for a whistle. 9:49 left in the third. We got a 3-3 tie here at the United Center so far. It's Blackhawks hockey on 720 WGN.
Surratt, it's WGN, the original social media.
WGN. Property managers and GCs use FinishingChicago.com's contractors for finishes and protective coatings in the most iconic venues, interior spaces, and essential infrastructure. Our painters apply industry-leading commercial and industrial finishes inside and out, so your biggest assets always put their best square footage forward. FinishingChicago.com has your free list of painting, wall covering, glass systems, drywall finishing, and signage contractors. For a great finish, start with FinishingChicago.com.
Imagine being 3 months pregnant and finding out you have cancer. I'm Robin, and that was my reality. But I trusted my team at Northwestern Medicine, my oncologist, orthopedic surgeon, and high-risk obstetrician, who collaborated to come up with the safest chemotherapy plan. So I didn't have to choose between my life and my baby's.
Anchored by Northwestern Memorial Hospital, nationally ranked for obstetrics and gynecology, cancer, and orthopedics by U.S. News and World Report, Robin's team worked together closely, focusing not only on making Robin better, but on bringing her baby into the world safely. After months of treatments, they performed a C-section, then cancer removal on the same day.
Now there are two things we celebrate on Sophia's birthday: her life and mine.
Because what makes us better makes you better. Northwestern Medicine. Learn more at nm.org/better.
Got an old car taking up space? Call 847-608-4700. Global Auto Recyclers will haul it away and pay you cash in a flash.
Well, Who's Hot, Who's Cold, sponsored by Plumbers 911 Chicago, where they do it right the first time. The Boston Bruins, 2 wins in their last 10, but they have lost 4 in a row. Who's hot? Man, the St. Louis Blues, they are on a roll. They have won 8 straight games. Who's hot? Who's cold? Sponsored by Plumbers 911 Chicago.
You said it when we were there. The Blues are just playing like a team that they want it. They're hungry and they're all in. They mean business right now.
Yeah, they're playing with a real strong belief in what they have inside that room and what they can do on the ice.
Now Donato along the near boards. Hawk in, can't push the puck to center ice. Colasar takes it back to Wah. Put it over top of the left circle to Haig, trying to fight through a check from Del Mastro. Great defensive play by Del Mastro to push Haig and the puck behind the Hawk net. And Haig's around to the near boards, leaving the puck in the corner now to Colasar. He sent it back up the boards. Nicholas Wah to Saad to the right point to Haig. A long shot from there, deflects over the Hawk net. That was a close call. Del Mastro against the end board, battling through a check from Saad. Connor Bedard enters the fray. Skewers the puck free to Korchinski, who moves it up the left wing to Donato. And he gains center ice, but then lost the puck. And Korchinski poke checks it across the rink. And then Bedard skates across and checks Brandon Saad inside the line. But the puck is sent across to Howden. Right circle. Drops it off to Hannafin. Hannafin for the right corner, put it beside the net. Dorofeev with a backhand shot, turned out by Knight. Vegas retaining the puck, Saad behind the net from the bottom of the right circle. Sent it in front to the left wing boards. Hannafin there for Vegas. Sent it in front of the net. Bedard swats it free to the far boards. Del Mastro can't clear the zone, ends up in the far corner. Now Korchinski will clear it out to the line. Held in by Hannafin. He rolls one down the slot. A diving play there made by Bedard and knock it ahead to center ice. The big Patrick Maroon. He'll gain the Vegas zone on the left wing side and then finished his check on Hannafin after he dropped the puck there. Hannafin works it behind the net over to White Cloud, who sticks the puck off the glass to center ice. Maroon's got it from the benches. Hands it through to Valeno. He's into the Vegas zone along the right side boards. Fights off a check and flips the puck down behind the Vegas net. And Slaggert got to it, spun it around. Levshunov now right wing corner, tried to center. This deflects behind the net into the near corner. Some hard working shifts out there by 10 hockey players.
Yeah, Levshunov's in on the forecheck. He was in any hurry to get back to the point, and then his skating ability just put himself in a great position. Picks this one off at neutral ice. Nice job by Levshunov.
He spins it ahead. Valeno drops it down into the Vegas zone. Theodore the other way to Riley Smith over the hawk line right wing. Pulls up on the half boards. Tried to work the puck through the legs of Kaiser. He ends up turning it over. Kaiser to Teravainen and Nazar down the slot with a backhand. It's turned out of there by Hill. What a chance for the Hawks. Teravainen left wing corner now. Tried to float it down behind the net. The puck comes free up the near boards to Smith. He'll chop the puck to the Hawk blue line. Connor Murphy back to get it. Bank pass ahead for Bertuzzi. Looked like it hit him in the skates and went down, but the linesman didn't see it that way and blew the whistle for icing against the Hawks. We're down to 6:52 left in the third. 3-3 is the score. We got a great hockey game here at the United Center.
What a great play by Teravainen just to filter one into the front of the net area where Nazar could skate into it. Second breakaway of the game for Nazar. And this one he goes to the deke on the backhand. Hill sprawls out, makes the save. Nazar is just getting those opportunities because of his speed. Teravainen, a real smart player, and he just filtered one in there into an area where Nazar could use his speed skate into it.
He's got 7 goals so far, looking for his 8th. Hannafin, top of the right circle. Hawks zone will fire. Looked like Nazar got a piece of that, knocking it wide. Eichel from the left wing boards. Put the puck behind the Hawk net to Barbashev. To Stone in the right corner. Returns it behind the net. Eichel to Stone right circle. Jams it in front of the Hawk net. It deflects through to the far boards. Kept in at the left point. Hannafin slings it across to the right point to White Cloud. He'll put the puck down behind the Hawk net. Kaiser skates into a check from Stone and then frees himself, takes the puck, clears a bouncing puck to the line, kept in by White Cloud, sent a tumbling puck down just wide of the Hawk net. Stone was trying to get a redirection there. Now Bertuzzi will claim the puck along the right boards Hawk zone, carry over the center ice red stripe, and lift the puck through the air down into the glove of Aiden Hill at the top of the Vegas crease. 5:50 left in period number 3. 3-3 to score. Vlasic with a poke check, Hawk blue line. Works the puck free, front of the penalty boxes. Nicholas Waugh there. He lost the bouncing puck. Now Haig takes it. We get a whistle on a hand pass called here against Vegas. All right, 3-3 to score with 5:40 left in the third period. Are the Hawks going to delight this home crowd and forge ahead in regulation and win it, or maybe in overtime? You got to stick around and find out right after this. This is Blackhawks hockey on 720 WGN.
Hey, it's Chris Chelios. Celebrate every goal this season with El Bandito Yankee, an ultra-premium tequila made from 100% Blue Weber agave. With no fake colorings or flavors, our verified additive-free Blanco, Reposado, and Anejo are so smooth, it's criminal. Our unique oxygenation process delivers a rich smoothness without that tequila burn. So pick up a bottle today at any of the 4 Sal's Beverage World locations. For events, cocktails, and more, visit elbanditoyankee.com and break out the Bandito, baby.
Mom, I need to lay low for a few days.
Lay low? What's going on?
I only paid for this Hyundai Tucson.
Christopher Allen Lynch.
Deal's so right, it almost feels wrong. Get the car or SUV you want at the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Lease the Hyundai Tucson for $259 a month or get $2,250 bonus cash. Visit your local Hyundai dealer today. Offers end March 31st. Call 224-661-0068 for details.
Coker Insurance Group is a proud sponsor of the Workers' Mike radio show right here on WGN. Coker Insurance Group works closely with the labor community, providing all service and support for the member families of the Midwest Coalition of Labor and its insurance offerings. Coker Insurance Group provides custom insurance programs and expertise with all types of insurance for businesses, including property, casualty, and group benefits. Discover why clients love working with the team at Coker Insurance Group. Visit cokergroup.com, KOCHER Group.com.
The Blackhawks, Wildcats, and the NFL play here on AM 720. On smart speakers, say play WGN Chicago.
We're back here at the United Center. Tonight's home ice advantage is sponsored by Midwestern University's multi-specialty clinic in Downers Grove. Your family's home for healthcare. Visit MWUclinics.com. 3-3 Hawks and Golden Knights with 5:37 left in the third period. Face-off at center ice controlled by the Hawks. Korchinski put it ahead to Donato. Vegas line left wing. He'll snap it down the boards behind the net. Nicholas Haig there to get it. He had a good scrap with Patrick Maroon last time these two teams were here. Haig put a pass up the left wing side to Saad in front of the benches at center ice. He works it free back into the Vegas zone to Haig. Haig in the far corner. Tried to pass it up the left wing side. Picked off by Bedard. Bedard then lost the puck back to Haig. He sent it over to the near side. And Korshak will clear to center ice into the Hawks zone. This is off of Saad's stick. Korchinski there. Put a pass up the left wing to Bedard. It's slapped back into the Hawks zone to Del Mastro. He moves ahead now to Mikheyev. Mikheyev at the Vegas blue line will turn back and drop the puck back into the Hawks zone to Kevin Korchinski. Hawks in the line change. They'll organize for the breakout. Levshinoff moving up the left wing to center ice. Send it over the center ice circle. Riley Smith picks it off back into the Hawks zone right circle. He couldn't get around Vlasic. He takes the puck to the corner. Put it behind the net to the far corner to Olofsson. He'll skate with the puck back in behind the net into the right wing corner. Drops the puck in the high slot. Theodore there. Working his way to the left point. Firing a shot. Blocked by Levshinoff. Puck taken back and fired from the far circle by Olofsson. This time Spencer Knight's got the glove on it and holds it. 3-3 with 4:19 left in the third. This next faceoff will ensue in the circle to Spencer Knight's right.
Yeah, all this happened with a high-risk play by Levshinoff in the neutral zone, trying to backhand it across the ice. Kind of got pinched down the left wing side right in front of the timekeeper's bench and on the back end, trying to throw it all the way across and picked off by Vegas. Transition coming back against you. Now you're scrambling in your own end of the ice. Those plays, just got to eliminate them. Another step or two, and he was to the red line, can get that puck in deep.
Well, Golden Knights control off the draw. McNabb from the left point sends a bouncing puck down in front of the net. Turned out of there. Now Nazar to the half boards, or to the inboards anyway. Pokes it around at the right wing side. Bertuzzi clears to the line, no further. Oh, a penalty is going to be called here to the Hawks as Teravainen reaching in to lift Mark Stone's stick off the puck. He's going to be whistled down for hooking, and this is going to put the Golden Knights on the power.
Chicago, 86, 2 minutes, hook.
Well, you heard it right there. 2 minutes for hooking. So Vegas gets their opportunity. Way back in 1944, Doug Bentley registered the first hat trick in Hawks playoff history on March 28th against Detroit at the stadium, and then repeated defeat 2 nights later to knock the Red Wings out of the playoffs. This day in Blackhawks history is sponsored by Global Auto Recycling. Get cast for your car or truck today with Global Auto Recycling.
Well, it'd be the understatement of a half century to say that this is kind of a big kill for the Hawks. Vegas controlling off the draw. Long shot from Hannafin from the high slot is into the breadbasket of Spencer Knight down in the butterfly position. He'll let the puck drop into his glove and hold it. Face-off circle to his right. That kills off 5 seconds. Polino against Carlson on the face-off. Circle to the right of Knight. Carlson a little bit overzealous on this draw. Is told by the linesman to cease and desist and line back up. Now they're ready. Drop of the puck. And the Hawks get it. Quick pass by Murphy. Over to the near side to Mikheyev. He'll clear the puck up the left wing side and all the way down. 1:45 on the Vegas power play. Noah Hannafin carrying out of the Vegas zone to center ice. Sends it to Mark Stone, right wing side. Slap pass back to Eichel, Vegas line. Moves it quickly to Stone, Hawk line right wing. Who put it down to the right wing corner, Hawk zone. Eichel tried to get to it. Murphy tossed it into the end boards. And they scrum for the puck in the corner. It's poked up the near side to the line. Hannafin's got it. Now the high slot. The left wing half boards Carlson. Now back to Hannafin, left point. To Eichel, top of the left wing circle. Put it down beside the net. Mark Stone. Back to Eichel. Slap past Carlson, left circle. Hannafin, high slot over to Dorofeev. He shoots and scores. From the right wing circle, Pavel Dorofeev scores a power play goal with 3:10 left in the third period. Vegas takes the lead 4-3.
Well, nice job by Vegas to work this from one side of the ice to the other. Eichel down low. Stone protects the puck into that little bumper position, out to the point, down the right wing side, and a lot of movement for Spencer Knight to try and figure out where this shot is going to come from. And Dorofeev, he has had a phenomenal season for Vegas. That's his 31st goal of the season, his 13th on the Vegas power play. And you can see right there why that power play is the number one power play in the NHL, the way that they move this puck around. Crisp passing and then a wicked one-timer to finish it off.
So Dorofeev from Carlson and Eichel. Goal 16:50 of period number 3. 4-3 in favor of Vegas. Inside the Vegas zone, Ryan Donato along the left sideboards. Had the puck stripped away by Haig. He'll put it behind the net over to the far corner. Orzak then clears it ahead. Here's Howden with the puck through center ice over the Hawk line. Down the left wing, spins it in front. It's just past the outstretched stick of Riley Smith. Smith got it back in the right wing corner. Put it there. Taken away by Korchinski. Over to Del Mastro. Nearly gave it away to Howden. Del Mastro put it over to Korchinski. He'll move the puck out to center ice up the left wing side. To the Vegas line, hands it off to Donato. He'll stick it down the left wing boards, in behind the Vegas net to the right wing corner to Joe Veleno. Veleno moves it right point, Murphy. He'll flip it off the end boards. Mikheyev to it. Mikheyev from the right corner. Spun it to the slot. This is off of Veleno's stick. He'll go get the puck on the left point. And send it down the boards behind the Vegas net. Haig sent it up the far side. Picked off by Kaiser. He tried to put it to the right wing corner. Donato now has the puck along the right boards to Murphy, right point. Slaps it down to the right wing corner to Mikheyev. To Donato along the right sideboards. To Kaiser, high slot. He'll fire. Stopped in front, rebound. Mikheyev fires, and that's turned out of there by Hill. Spencer Knight heads to the Hawk bench as we get a pile up next to the Vegas net. And a whistle stop in play. 1:48 left in the third period. 4-3 in favor of Vegas.
Oh, what do you do right now if you're Sorensen? Do you call the timeout? You have your top offensive guys out there. Bedard's out on the ice now. He took the spot of Spencer Knight. You know, do you want to play for a little bit here and hope for another opportunity to call a timeout? They're going to call it out now. So as you mentioned, John, 1:48 to go here. Hawks down by 1. Boy, Vegas very opportunistic on that power play, the way that they moved it around. But, you know, you get that little advantage, and good teams can take advantage of that situation. And Carolina gets his stick caught up in Mark Stone, and he gets a hooking call. When you get a second look at it, it was the correct call, and Hill fights off the shot coming through, and Mikheyev was right there, and Hill has the big right pad down on the ice. And Mikheyev, if he could have elevated that, this would have been a tie hockey game. So the Hawks use their timeout. Face-off will be to the left-hand side of Aiden Hill. You mentioned at the top of the broadcast, he's a big goaltender, 6'4", 215 pounds. It was the backup to Bennington in the Four Nations for Team Canada.
Yeah.
Well, here we go.
You'll remember he was the goaltender of record for Vegas when they won their cup in 2023.
Yeah, absolutely.
Outstanding goaltender. Off the draw, the Golden Knights get the puck, and Theodore will sling it the length of the ice. This is going to be icing against the Golden Knights. Well, this will bring the draw back in the Vegas zone once again.
Yeah, Hawks in Vegas, 50% in the face-off circles, but only these matter now. Eichel walks in on the season. He's at 46. He's going up against Donato.
Well, here we go. Circle to the right of Aiden Hill. And Donato wins it cleanly. Levshinoff left point. Walks it to the deep slot. Gave it to Bedard left point. Back to Levshinoff. Down to Teravainen, right circle. Tried to jam it in front, hit a skate. Teravainen got it back. Tried to sling it in front. Eichel took the puck away. To center ice to Howden on the left wing side. In over the Hawk blue line. Caught by Nazar. Lost the puck. Levshunov behind the net. Ties up Howden so that Bedard can come along and get the puck and get it to Teravainen. Moving up the left wing to the Hawk blue line. He'll drop it off to Bedard. He skates to center ice with it. Gave it to Levshunov there. To Bertuzzi over the Vegas line, left point. He flings it across to the right wing corner. McNabb took it there and slaps the puck the length of the ice wide of the Hawks' empty net. Icing is the call again. Down to 1:02 on the clock. 4-3 Vegas. Face-off circle to Aiden Hill's right.
You got to give credit to the guys on the ice to defend that clearing play by Vegas. That looked like they had an opportunity to just walk down the ice and throw it into the net. Levshunov kind of backed off a little bit, so he was taking away that shooting lane, and then good pressure from behind. They ended up getting the puck back and keeping this game alive.
Donato and Eichel again. Donato wins another draw cleanly. Left point, Levshunov walks it to the deep slot. Put it left circle. Donato to Bedard, top of the left circle. To Levshunov, high slot. Put it down to Donato, left wing corner. 50 seconds left. Donato put a puck out to the high slot area, picked off by Stone. Moves it to center ice to Howden. Fires toward the empty Hawk net. He scores. That is the 22nd empty net goal surrendered by the Hawks this season. Makes the score 5-3 in favor of the Golden Knights. And with 42 seconds left on the clock, the United Center begins to empty.
Yeah, Donato, who's had such an excellent game, tries to force one into the middle of the ice area. And you just didn't need to do that. You still had lots of time on the clock. So move the puck back to the point like they had been doing. Bedard put it in his hands. He was giving it to Levshunov, and Levshunov was in a position and had been to, get shots through whatever, and he tries to go down to Donato, and then Donato tries to throw one into Bertuzzi in the middle of the ice, but there's too many sticks there, and Vegas, the veteran team, able to pick that off, and now it looked like they'll take the season series 2-1 against the Hawks.
Now here's Vlasic into the Vegas zone, left wing side, takes a hit as he dumps the puck down behind the net. Hanifin spins it around at the left wing. At center ice, Brandon Saad will dump the puck down behind the Hawk net. Spencer Knight leaving it there for Kevin Korchinski. He swings it around up the right wing side to Mikheyev, Hawk blue line. He'll deflect it down to the Vegas line. Hanifin there for Vegas. Head to Kolasar, center ice. He'll flip the puck back into the Vegas zone to Hanifin, and that's how the game will end. Well, Ryan Donato's 3-goal performance here tonight for the Hawks was wasted, unfortunately, as the Vegas Golden Knights win the season series on the strength of a 5-3 victory over the Blackhawks. These two teams will get together again next season. The Golden Knights, I said at the top of the broadcast, one of the stronger teams in the Western Conference. They lead the Pacific Division, and they'll be a force to be reckoned with in the upcoming playoffs. Vegas wins 5-3. We'll tell you about it right after this break. This is Blackhawks hockey on 720 WGN.
College basketball's biggest tournament is here. Bet like a pro. Circa Sports Illinois offers high limits, tight money line splits, and real competitive odds. Sports betting the way it should be. It's easy with the world's largest sports book at your fingertips. You can bet on the favorites to win or go for the long shot to score big with an upset. It's March, so you never know. Fast deposits, quick payouts, nonstop action. Download the Circa Sports app today. I use it. I love it. I know you will too. Circa Sports Illinois, sports betting the way it should be.
Hi, this is Dave Musial, owner of Four Seasons Heating.